Hi everybody, I'm Ariana, and I'm the Senior Live Production Coordinator at Women in Games International. WIGI is a nonprofit focused on cultivating resources to advance economic equality and diversity in the global games industry. This Pride Month, WIGI has teamed up with I Need Diverse Games and Queerty Gamers for our Get Proud campaign. Throughout the month of June, we are amplifying voices, we are raising awareness, we are driving change so that every individual feels included, seen, and represented in the games industry. All of the funds raised through our Get Proud campaign will support initiatives to empower LGBTQIA+ individuals, create authentic representation, and make games more inclusive. For more information, you can visit us at getwigi.com or follow us on all socials at getwigi.
Hey everybody, welcome to our first of 3 sessions of D&D. My name is Tanya DePass, I'm from Tier, and we're gonna have fun, roll some math rocks. I'm gonna chase everyone with a terrible goose eventually, and I'm gonna send everyone to hell. So welcome, thanks for joining Women in Games International for Pride Month. And I will introduce myself last because I'm the DM and you'll probably get sick of hearing me before we're done over the next 3 weeks. But thanks for coming to our Get Proud D&D campaign, supporting Women in Games International, I Need Diverse Games, and Queerty Gamers. We have everyone from tabletop to esports to video game design. We are all together to enjoy some D&D as well as raise money. And we're fundraising through Tiltify. If you exclamation Tiltify, you will get the link to donate or donate. That'll work too. We're also doing a few giveaways later in the stream, so if not today, then over the next 2 Tuesdays. So stick around, donate, and, have some fun. So I'm going to go in the order that I can see on the stream, not the Zoom call, because it never matches. So Aphasia, if you would like to tell us who you are, who you're playing, pronouns for yourself and your character.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Aphasia Speaks, Black genderqueer drag artist here on Twitch.tv, variety streamer, team lead on Team String Queens, Technicolor, and Overture. I play a lot of cookie crazy, stupid games on my stream. I run the Speak Easy because my last name is Speaks and it's kind of cute and I like puns. So when I come on over, have a good time, see me be stupid and do a lot of dumb things and just be generally just horny in general. So it's like, whatever. I'm playing Imani. Their pronouns are she, they, he, just like myself. And yeah, I can't wait to punch some things.
Cool. MamaTamago.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is MamaTamago, pronoun she, her, and I'm a just chatting streamer on Twitch. I pretend I play games, but that's just kind of a ruse to get everybody there. I will be playing Alaris, who is a half-elf bard, and she is actually the first character I've ever created for Dungeons and Dragons, so I'm glad that I can play her again and possibly keep her alive. I did not know we were going to hell, and now I might have a little bit of regret, but I am so happy to be a part of this, and yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't kill you on purpose.
That's ominous. Okay, well.
I play D&D with B. Dave Walters. It's his fault. Danielle.
Hi, so yeah, I'm Danielle Reynolds, the token gamer. I'm from the board game side, so I work for Forever Stoked Creative. We're a design studio, as well as have a podcast, Game Design Unboxed. And I'm on the board for Tabletop Gamers. So you might see us if you see the little pride ribbons at conventions. And Unpub, so I do too many things. But this is also my first time playing D&D, and I will be playing Devere, who is a feral tiefling and actually kind of hellish, so didn't know ahead of time, but kind of worked out.
Nice. Lilly.
Hi there. My name is Lilly Contino. I do a couple of things. By day, I work at a gaming company called Ryu Games. We do Web3 stuff. I do business development there. Also, pronouns are she, her. I'm a transgender woman. Speaking of which, I talk a lot about that on LinkedIn, which is kind of my primary place that I talk on the internet. A lot about trans inclusion and all sorts of things related to that. If you want, you can follow me there, Lilly Contino there. But I'm also a big D&D nerd. I play all the time. And very excited for this. I will be playing Peach Lanta, who also she, her pronouns, who is a monk. And she likes to punch stuff and drink peach schnapps.
Beautiful.
Oh, I'm going to use that. And last and never least, Joanie.
Hey, I'm Joanie. I'm the CEO here at Women in Games International, or WIGI. So excited to be part of this Get Proud campaign. So thank you all so much for joining us. We are raising money for I Need Diverse Games as well as QWERTY Gamers, and we're really supporting the LGBTQ plus community with these funds. So get in there and help us get some awareness and some money going. I am playing Tilly, pronouns she, her. She's a water genasi half elf, and I'm excited to be starting this adventure, going to hell.
I didn't tell them that ahead of time, just for fun. And I'm your DM, Tanya Cypher. I'm on Rivals Waterdeep, which is now in our 13th season over on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv Rivals Waterdeep. I'm also on the Black Dice Society, which is Thursdays on the Twitch D&D channel, Thursdays at 4 o'clock Pacific. And I do both video games and tabletop. I'm in the middle of making a tabletop game, Into the Motherlands. And we also have 3 seasons under our belt on my Twitch channel of the stream show. So I do too much, basically. I never sleep. So yeah, I think we're good. Is there anything else? Oh, Joanie, isn't there another way people can support by buying merch, correct?
Heck yeah, there is. Thanks for bringing it up. There is a campaign, a 4-imprint campaign, where you can buy a shirt with the Get Proud logo on it as well. There should be a link in chat that'll take you right there. Shirts are $35, and all proceeds will come back to that campaign where we are raising money for I Need Diverse Games and QWERTY Gamers as well.
Awesome. All right, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, I was going to have you start in a tavern, but I figured that was just too stereotypical. But you all are wandering in Waterdeep. You all know each other. You've adventured together for several years. And just looking for random people in back alleys of Waterdeep is nothing new or strange to you all. So you're currently looking for an abandoned home. And what you're looking for specifically is the mark of a masked lord. It'll be on one of the doors. It'll be either in the alleyway kind of pointing you to this abandoned home, but that's where you need to go to get your mission should you choose to accept it. While you all are walking around, what does everyone look like? Either, because you could look super conspicuous. We don't know yet.
Imani is a Asimir. She has long locks adorned with jewelry and things like that, but she also has a hood and a cloak when she needs to be a little more inconspicuous, so that's probably up for her right now.
Okay.
Are we going in order, or
no? Just whoever wants to go.
I can hop in. Sure.
Peach
is about 5'9", relatively slender but strong. Blonde hair. She's she's a wood elf. She is wearing a, believe it or not, peach-colored gi and some very floppy flip-flops, as well as she has a little utility belt and almost like a drawstring bag.
Okay.
And I'm of course rocking the leather. Got those past knee-high boots, very tight corset. Looking really good, but of course I have to have a little bit of a hood going because not everyone's a huge fan of the feral tiefling, sadly enough, even though I do have some cute little, horns that kind of wrap around and that beautiful blue complexion and the glowing orange eyes. But I like to keep it to myself and to my close friends. So I got the hood covering a decent chunk of it for now.
Okay.
Tilly has skin that kind of looks like the inside of a seashell. It's white, but in the sunlight, it almost looks like it's blue or purple at sometimes. She also has very light hair that kind of looks like she's underwater, even when she's not, and when she's just kind of walking. She's about 5'5.5", 5'6", and she is very athletic kind of build.
Okay. And Alaris?
So Alaris loves attention and would never be caught dead wearing a hood because everybody needs to look at how beautiful her hair is. It is, oh my goodness, my ear, don't look at that, how embarrassing. She has pink hair and she's really well put together, and she, like, everything is just like immaculate. Even though she travels somehow, some way, like there's no dust or anything. She's pretty tiny, like probably about like 5'3", like super slight build, and kind of just like bouncing along like a poodle maybe.
Okay. So she's very chipper and a poodle.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Love that.
Okay. All right. So you all are just kind of meandering around. You know what you need to look for. And while you all are looking for this symbol of the masked lord, I will find what that actually looks like. Does anyone want to give me an investigation check?
Not me.
I
Sure.
totally will.
Tilly?
Sorry, I just found it and now I lost it again. Ooh, there it is. Yep, I'm good. So I
All
just
right.
rolled. So, do you see it?
Nice.
Oh,
Not
nice,
bad.
Tilly.
Nice.
Way to
Heck
go. You're in
yeah.
charge now.
Share with the chat what you got, Tilly.
I got 21. I rolled 17 plus 4.
Nice. So I'm going to get you this symbol of the Masked Lords of Waterdeep in just a moment. Because, of course, I'm the one that didn't have this ready. I'm going to share this in chat and also with you all. What Tilly sees is something that looks like a weird torch symbol. It looks too top-heavy to be a real torch, but that's what you find. And it's very faded on a door. You know, it looks like it was very bright at one point. It was very vibrant. The people who knew what to look for would easily spot it, but now it's just kind of weathered away over the years. That is what you were looking for on this random Waterdeep back alley door. Now that you've found where you need to be, what would you like to do?
So this is the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think. Okay. Well, no one has any reservations. I'm gonna go ahead and a little knock.
So you're knocking on this door. I'm going to roll and see if it is locked or not. I'm using actual dice. That is a 16. You're in luck. The door is not locked. Someone's expecting you.
Oh, well, I guess I can go ahead and push the door open then.
I
I'll follow right behind. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Checks out. Peach got the liquid courage, so going first is a good call.
If anyone wants a swig before we go in, I'm more sharing is caring.
I'll take one.
Pass it on over.
Not before breakfast, thanks.
That's fair.
Whoa.
That's fair.
Is it brunch time yet? I'll take a swig if it's brunch.
I mean, it could be brunch time. You know, Waterdeep is weird. We don't know the exact calendar, if it's a 7 or 10 day week. We're not quite sure. But you enter, and it's dark, it's dusty. But you hear and see movement, like in a far room. It's clear that whoever this is either isn't concerned with someone finding them, or they're just being flashy for no reason.
I say, hey, this looks like there's a party going on over there. Want to go check it out?
Sure. Oh, let's go introduce ourselves.
I love a good party.
You seem like you love a good party.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Pop
dear. So do you all just go try to open the door, or do you want to...
Can I do can I listen at the door, see what's going on inside?
Sure, give me another... let me double check, because words are hard. Give me a stealth check to see if you make it to the door and can listen in.
Oh boy, 10.
Oh no, you find the squeaky floorboard.
Uh-oh.
And as that squeaky floorboard goes down, the flashing light stops and it goes very silent in the room you were approaching.
Oh crap.
Would you like to continue, or do you want to see what happens?
You know what? After that swig, let's do it. You should do it.
You know, okay. I keep going. I was like, well, they already know that I'm here, right?
Sure. So you open the door and you don't see anything.
So there's nothing in here. What? Wasn't there just a whole like dance party in here?
Wait, I can look to see if there's anyone invisible in here.
Oh, can you do that?
I can do that.
Oh.
All right. Explain what you were doing for the benefit of the chat, please.
Well, my beautiful glowing orange eyes are wearing some great contacts that are just letting me look through the room and make sure that it's fully empty and that nothing bad is going to happen or anything good. This might just be a really cool party we didn't know we needed, special glasses for.
Okay. Do you have to roll anything for that?
I do not.
All right. What do your special eyes see?
I'm looking around and nothing in particular. Oh, there's something really tiny in the corner though. It seems to be moving. Not sure what that is.
You want me to punch it?
Are you attacking the darkness?
Oh, well, look, I'm feeling a little bold this morning. Might have been on the schnapps, but I'm just ready to help to defend us if we need anything. I won't be aggressive quite yet.
Okay. Tilly or Alaris, do you see or do anything, or are you waiting to see what happens?
Can I look around?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm kind of just standing by Peach to kind of calm her down because we just crashed someone's party and I just don't think that'd be good protocol. So I'm kind of by Peach to stop her if need be.
Okay.
Can I look around and see if there's a trap door or any type of exit that we maybe didn't notice, a door or window or anything like that?
Sure. Give me a investigation check.
11.
Nope. You see maybe a little dust out of place, but you don't notice a trapdoor.
Can I go down to the corner and just not attack, just kind of reach my finger out to where Devere has described this thing to be?
Okay.
Should I
so you're gonna, you can do whatever you want. I will yes and you until eternity.
Oh, that was an in-game roll. I'm kind of walking over, kind of looking at the group, is anyone gonna stop me?
No, I feel like maybe not the finger. Do you have any long sticks or brooms you can grab?
Oh, I do. I have a quarterstaff.
Beautiful. Yeah, do that. I think that might be preferable.
Although I try to suggest a non-aggressive, I'm almost kind of
Well, the thing seems to just be going very slow. I'm still not sure. I think this is good. I think this is good for you.
All right, very non-aggressive poke.
Ow.
Hey, oh, I'm sorry. Just think there's someone there, y'all.
And you see a tiefling, a very well-dressed tiefling wearing a cape, rise up out of the floor and solidify.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
There's more than one of me in this town.
And he looks at you. Well, we're not uncommon.
Just not running into each other much. I don't know. Maybe I smell too much adventuring.
Sure.
Are you the one having the party in here?
Oh, a party? No, I was just practicing my magic.
Oh. Well, sorry we intruded. We just saw the lights going off and wanted to see what was going down. We were looking for someone.
Oh, you're the ones I was supposed to wait for.
Oh,
we're here. It's us.
Hi, sorry to startle you.
Yeah, hi, I'm Devere. This is my crew.
Well,
hi, I'm Crew.
Do all of you have names?
I'm Imani.
Ilaris, pleasure to meet you.
And he takes your proffered hand and gives you a slight bow.
I give him a little curtsy, little Peach Lanta.
You're the one that poked me.
Yeah, sorry about that. We couldn't see you. I wanted to make sure. Technically, it was Devere that suggested. I was just going to poke, but then Devere told me not to, so you can blame her for that.
I wasn't sure if it would bite back.
The rest of you.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and I just think you're great, and I just really like your little suit, and I just think you're great. And I also like to practice. I like to practice all my stuff all the time. I think you're great. I think it's great to practice.
You're just a speedy little thing, aren't you?
I think practice makes perfect. Wouldn't it be great to be perfect?
I think perfect's overrated. Personally.
I mean, I'm here, so I'm as close to perfect as you can get for a tiefling.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Devere, I think those are fighting words.
You know, they're not happy words.
Oh, so it's like that, we see.
Depends. What are you waiting for us for?
Yes, let's just get to the point.
Yeah.
I don't think we're
like let's sit down. We'll buy you a drink. What are you been waiting here for us? Or Peach, you got something for him?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, let's talk about what you're looking for. If you have any work for us or anything, because certainly we have nothing against you at all.
Well,
anything here.
And you realize, so quick out of character, who is familiar with Waterdeep and the Masked Lords and the Open Lords? Okay. So Peach, you realize as the room kind of gets a little brighter with a wave of their hand, this is one of the Masked Lords of Waterdeep.
Oh.
Wow,
so you're one of them people that rules Waterdeep without anyone knowing you rule Waterdeep.
Yes, you're well traveled, I see.
Oh, you know. What exactly? What's your name? I forget if you said it already.
And this tall tiefling bows and says, Kent.
Kent?
Kent.
Lord Kent.
Kent?
Yep.
Hi, Kent. Good. So, refresh me. Does an Open Lord of Waterdeep, do you have something in particular that you rule? Or you have like an area of purview or things that you specialize in? Or are you just kind of like an all-around powerful, well-connected person?
Oh, well, my husband and I, Virgil, are the first husbands of Waterdeep, but that's our public face. Our Masked Lord businesses. We're over the North Ward.
North Ward, okay. So you have your jurisdiction is the North Ward, like Troll Skull Alley and the Growlin Villa and such.
And Troll Skull Manor, yes.
Troll Skull Manor.
Yes.
It's a beautiful location, I must say.
Yes, it's serving us quite well. If you've heard of the Rivals of Waterdeep, that will be us.
Pleased to meet you, Kent, and I hope that one day the party is able to meet Virgil. He sounds fantastic. What is it that you've summoned us here for today? We're happy to assist you in whatever you may need.
Well, word of your renown has reached the Masked Lords, and they've sent me to give you a quest. And this quest is one that could set you all up for life. You wouldn't have to adventure, scrounge for coin and gold and gems anymore.
Nice.
I mean, I could retire. I also owe some people some money.
Oh. Well, depending on how much you owe them, you still could have something left for you.
That dragon no, probably not. There's a lot of interest I owe.
Oh.
To a dragon?
Look, it's this whole story. So basically, I was in love. My love was taken by a dragon. I went to find my love. I met up with all of you because remember, I was talking to this other group. We all went to go save my girlfriend. They all died because I'm resistant to fire. Thankfully, I didn't. I struck a bargain. I didn't have the money to buy my girlfriend back. So we kind of did like an IOU. And so basically, I still owe the dragon. But yeah.
Do you have your girlfriend on loan from a dragon?
I did not. No, she got stolen, and sadly, from years of adventuring with all of you, remember she left me because I was gone, and she met some elf or something. I don't even know. So yeah.
So let me
really
get this straight.
Anymore.
Let me get this straight. You traded your yourself as an indentured servant to a dragon for your girlfriend, who then proceeded to dump you.
You are correct.
And you are still in debt to this dragon. Now, does this dragon give you any kind of powers? I know we've already talked about this, but refresh me.
Yeah, I wish, but no, not really. I mean, I got this great cloak. It lets me kind of change my look, but beyond that, no, I owe a dragon a lot of money.
Well, that sucks.
It really does.
Well, hopefully this can get you out of debt. Cool. So what's the job?
Well, the job is getting a ledger back that's very important to the Masked Lords. It's got the same symbol that you saw on the door, and I'll give you a map to get there. Basically, if you have a bag of holding, I would suggest you bring it. If you don't have one, we can give
have
you
one.
And the rest of you. Do you have bags of holding?
Got a little drawstring bag. It's got a snack. I don't know, it's got a little granola bar in it if you're hungry.
Thanks, but so you all can keep talking. Kent just kind of steps into a cupboard and pulls out bags of holding for everyone that doesn't already have one.
I really appreciate that. I'm light on change.
Kent, do you have a pink one by chance? I just really want this outfit to match. Pink like my hair.
So we're being specific.
It's a free bag. Take the free bag.
But like you can't clash with the outfit though.
Oh, but as you say this, Kent flips his cloak back, and you notice that like suddenly he looks entirely different in adventuring clothes, and it all matches because it's Kent.
Aesthetically pleasing, I see. I see what you're doing there. Okay.
Oh, this cloak is everything.
Is it the cloak of Elvenkind?
No, but shall we say we've run across some dragons ourselves, and you know, this cloak can basically do whatever I wanted to.
That's pretty cool.
And he actually holds up one of the bags, and you know, you Henny, if you're watching, I'm so sorry I'm doing this with the character. I don't know if he can actually do this. But he actually like does almost like a twirl with his cloak over the bag, and when he twirls it away, the bag perfectly matches your hair.
Oh my god, I love it so much. It's so cute. Thank you so much, Ken. You're the best.
Now, if we're doing colors, and I just point at my peach gi.
Oh, fine. I knew I shouldn't have done that trick. And he repeats that, and you've got a peach bag of holding.
Hey.
Can I be covered in seashells? I really like seashells. Can I be covered in seashells?
No, I can change the color. Pulling seashells out of the ether is a little more difficult, but if you find seashells, feel free to adorn it.
Okay.
Although he does make it a seashell blue for you. He just can't put seashells on it.
All right, if everyone else being needy, can I just have some like nice straight up black leather? I feel like it's probably already that color, but if it's not,
oh yeah, it's like a nice black leather adventurer's bag.
That's what I figured, but just in case, cool. I'll take that. Looks great on me.
I already have mine, so I'm good. It matches my outfit. So, all
right, cool. We're good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And he pulls out a map, and it leads you kind of out of Waterdeep, but down. And, you know, he's like, look for another door like this one. Except it's going to be a faded red. If you find our symbol on any other doors, and it's not faded red, don't go in there. That you'll wind up in a Masked Lord meeting, and you'll never get out. It's worse than going to Parliament, I swear.
Oh.
It's boring. And also, without the mask, they might just shoot you on sight. It's bad.
Fair.
Yeah. Unless you can really talk your way out of a bad situation, or they might just hand you a mask. I don't know. They don't know what we look like, so they may just think you forgot your mask at home. I don't know.
I didn't know it was so easy to become a Masked Lord of Waterdeep.
It's not. I'm trying to give you hope in case you go in the wrong door.
And where is
red door only? Okay.
And where is this red door in the city?
from where you are, you'll actually go behind Troll Skull Manor. And I'm going to pull up a map of Waterdeep because I don't know off the top of my head. But you know where Troll Skull Manor is, and you'll go like 4 more blocks east to make a right. If that's accurate. Because I don't know Waterdeep off the top of my head like that. Huzzah. Wow. Okay. But yeah, you've got about an hour walk from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kent also is making notes, noting that you all have accepted this job. Do you have other questions for Kent before you go on your way?
I definitely have a few questions. Kent, what is the exact payment for this quest?
Oh, anything you can take, but if you bring back the ledger that we want, each of you will get 1,000 gold.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, so
Wow.
this is a B&E. And we get to bag whatever treasure we find in addition to finding you that ledger.
Correct.
Okay.
Cool.
And what's not to ask too many questions, but what's the whose ledger is this, and why do you want it? Just so if anything comes up.
That's not for you to know. It's better if you don't.
Yeah, that's ominous.
You know what?
I feel like we want a little more information.
But also, I feel like the less we know, the better. You know? Well, like, I do want to know, like, what can we expect when we go
Right.
there to find it? If you can tell us that at least.
Oh, come now. You all are adventurers. Surely you know what a dungeon looks like.
Yeah,
I
but
thought it was a house. Is it like a house or a dungeon?
Well, the door to the house leads you to a dungeon.
Oh.
You can't just have dungeon openings everywhere where anybody might stumble in.
He's got a point.
That would be impractical.
Yeah.
You know, insurance rates go up. Children are lost in the depths. It's bad.
Not to
That's the
mention
guy
the
who-
Waterdeep Homeowners Association. It'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, just ask the guy who owns the Yawning Portal. It's bad.
I remember when little Susie fell down in the dungeon, it was all over the place, you know?
I still
Mm.
pray
Bro.
for her every night.
You know, right?
Poor Susie. Poor Susie.
Well, anything else you guys want to ask? Are you ready to head out?
Sounds like we're doing the job regardless. Let's do it.
Yeah, I want money,
Same.
you know? I mean, yeah, especially you, you know. You have a
Yeah.
very deep dragon-sized debt to pay, so.
Mm-hmm. So actually, where you all are headed, and of course I didn't turn this map the right way so I can actually read this, is Tarsar Street. You are headed that way. It is toward the far north troll wall of the ward of Waterdeep.
Okay, cool.
So you've got about an hour walk because it's all windy pathways, it's all windy everything. So what do you all do once you have left Kent to his devices?
So what are you guys going to do with your money? You know what I'm going to do with mine.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a place to call home, but, you know, maybe just throw a party somewhere. I don't know. We go to a tavern and say, drinks on me if you're not a terrible person, then I'll be judging all of you. You know, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. You see, you know, this peach schnapps is from my family's farm, but I haven't been there in a long time, mainly because, well, let's just say that someone close to me took over the administration and is running it in a way that I don't much care for. So I think this money could help me get it back.
Ooh, corporate hostile takeover.
Well, I don't know
We're
about
good?
corporate. I don't know if corporate is the right word. I was thinking more mercenaries and
Oh.
things because is my sister.
Still a hostile
And-
takeover.
Look, Peach, I'm really good with the bow. You just tell me where I'm pointing. Pull back the string.
Maybe we
Just
can go
saying.
maybe we take the farm together. I'll tell you what, get you a keg of peach schnapps if we manage to do it.
Yeah, I'm down. You guys make some good stuff.
Thank you. It is
During
quite
this whole
delicious.
conversation, Alaris covers her ears for plausible deniability.
Like, wasn't me. I wasn't there.
She said, "What's that over there? That's cute."
So
Yeah.
you're Sorkening, walking and talking?
So what about you,
Oh.
Tilly?
I don't really care much about money. You can have my money for your dragon. I sure would like to meet a dragon, though. I would definitely go with you to meet a dragon.
I don't know if you want to meet this one. Honestly, you might be the next person or creature that this dragon tries to auction off.
I kind of think that would be exciting too. I'm kind of just looking for some clues myself, so I don't really care much about the money. I'm trying to find a magical item. It's been kind of hard to find because it's legendary, and I thought that meant that it was really, really good, but apparently it means it's actually just a story. So I might not ever find it, but that's kind of my hope. So that's what I'm looking for.
So wait,
What does
what
it
is this
do?
item exactly?
Oh, well, let me tell you. My mom's, one is a water genasi and one is an elf, and they found me on the side of the river and they said that they made me from love, but I'm probably just a water genasi, but that's okay. I was also raised half elf, so I know how to speak Elvish, which is really exciting. A lot of water genasis don't. But there is a tale, there's a legend that the water genasi and the elves were ruled together by two women, and they received rings that were magical, and we can only find one, and so it's hard to prove that that's true. My mom's just want to get married, and they can't get married right now because they can't be recognized that marriage because two different factions. So I'm trying to find that second ring. So I kind of know what half of it looks like, but I'm just sort of looking for clues. Maybe a dragon would know where the clue would be. I don't know, but I sure do like dragons.
That's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
I hope you want. You know what? I wander around already, anyways. I would love to help you afterwards to find this.
Oh,
Honestly, I got nothing else. Like, I need love restored in my life, and it sounds like their love is worth it. Because, no offense, like, kind of been on the not into that train. It's only been a few years, but that's gorgeous. I love that.
Love that.
Just let me know who I need to punch and I'll punch.
Oh, thank you.
And you know me, I love love, so I am so there for that.
Nice.
Search for legendary rings. Yay! Love is love. Two moms.
Maybe by the end of it, we'll all be lords of the ring.
Ooh.
Ooh. Out.
So bad.
Wow.
I was taking everything in me to not make that joke, so I was like, oh,
Wow.
let someone else do
I was going to, but that was too natural of a segue.
it. Mm-hmm.
So you all are walking. That has just totally thrown me off. Sorry. I'm supposedly a professional. I know what I'm doing. So you all keep walking and you actually come across Roaring Horn Villa, the High House of Roaring Horn. And that is where you actually see this mark of the masked lords, like in a side kind of gateway into the villa.
Oh, the red one, right?
Yes.
Oh, I think this is our door.
So we're just supposed to go in here. We're gonna walk in. There's a house, but then there's a dungeon.
I guess
and then
so.
and then a ledger.
Yeah. Do you know anything about this villa, Peach?
Can I roll something on that, or
You could roll history while I quickly Google this.
Okay, because Lily does not know.
That's okay. Your DM does not know either off the top of their head.
Oof. That would be, I believe, a 6. Natural 7 minus 1, 6.
Oh, you know this place exists, but that's about it. Like, you've heard of it. Does anyone else want to roll a history check to see if they've ever heard of Roaring Horn Villa?
Sure, I'll do it.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see what my rainbow die says. Sadly, I'm not so great at history. 4.
Can I do it too? Because I've been researching so much trying to find all my clues.
Sure, anyone who wants can try a history check.
I got 25.
Oh, hell yeah.
Jill, you are doing all my homework in the future if I go back to school.
Nice. So I dropped a link in the chat that will give you everything you need to know. Basically, it is the High House of Roaringhorn, which is in the North Ward on the west side of Belzown Street between Tarsar and Saldown. And it looks like most noble houses. It looks too big for the amount of people that will live there. Basically, it's like a McMansion, but in Waterdeep.
Nice.
There's people milling about. It's odd that no one has like stopped you all
From walking
but
around?
well, like the gate was unlocked, so they probably either assume you're there for a meeting, or they may assume like maybe you're there as part of the household staff. But so far, no one has stopped you all.
Okay.
Well, does this feel, just to stop really quick before we move forward, does this not feel a little, and I heard a kid say this on the street of Waterdeep the other day, sus? We talked to some guy who is the Lord of Waterdeep. His door was unlocked. He was invisible doing magic in an unlit room. That's kind of weird. And now we're walking into another place. The Mass Lord of Waterdeep, they rule over a lot. And now we're just going in to get this ledger. Does anyone feel like this could be a setup?
Oh yeah,
So we're
this
just
is
into
seeming
an
like
adventure.
yeah.
Come on. We
Well,
can take care of
this is
ourselves, right?
I think he seems nice. He was only in a dark room because he was practicing his light magic, and so he needed to see his light magic in the dark, right?
Tieflings do like the dark. I like the dark.
Yeah.
And when
I
anyone's
guess-
so bad, really just glamour all of your bags like that. Like, come on.
Sounds
That's
very kind.
true.
You did take the time to give everyone matching bags.
Yeah.
Like no bad guy does that.
All right.
Don't
I
think so.
look. I had a hesitation. I wanted to share it with the group. If I'm right,
If
we'll
you're
cross
right,
that bridge.
if you're right, I'll buy you a drink.
You know what? And if I'm wrong, I'll buy you a drink, Aphasia.
Period. Either way, we're gonna drink.
Either
Perfect,
way,
let's
we're
do
going
it.
to drink.
We love to drink. Let's go.
All right, I'm trying to get you all a map for this because Google Maps is like F you. It is not really on Google Maps, just so you know. That would be weird if this was on Google
I was about
Maps.
to say like mythical Google Maps. I love
Yes,
this.
mythical Google Maps. And I somehow found a page all in Russian, but it's got
Ooh, well,
it's someone's World Anvil page. But that is the map of where you are. So the main floor and the Great Hall is where you're headed. You do have to find your way into the dungeon, by the way. It's not just like, dungeon here. It's not just there for you to find easily. But because it's daylight hours, because a lot of people do come in and out of this villa, the Great Hall is open for visitors. Or you could go try to find some other way and see if you can find the dungeon entrance.
Oh, let's go into the visitor entrance.
sure.
Do you think they do tours?
I was honestly wondering.
I'd love a tour.
Some
Okay.
wine.
Yeah,
Ooh.
wine, any kind of drinks.
Nice little charcuterie board, maybe?
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe someone comes around with them little
I like
toast
Gouda.
brioche, toasted brioche, artichoke dip.
Guess we go to the main hall.
I had to roll to see if that was the thing that was going to happen.
I'm guessing it's not.
You
No
see
charcuterie.
one. No charcuterie. But you do see like an elderly looking elf, which is odd because most elves don't ever really look their age, but this elf has seen some things.
Oh, wow.
Lars, I
He's-
say you should talk to him. You're cute.
Yeah, I love meeting new people and I love saying hi. I make my way over there bouncing and I take out my hand. I'm like, hi, I'm Alaris.
And this stately older elf looks at you. How tall are you again, Alaris?
5'3".
Okay, he's a bit taller than you, and he looks over. Are you part of the household, miss?
Yes.
And he takes your hand and he like turns it over slowly and he's looking for something. And then he just gently lets your hand go. Did you arrive today then?
Yeah, I might have been a little late because you know how travel is and traffic. It was very confusing.
Do you have your letter of invitation?
Oh, it was probably in my bag and I gave it to someone in the doorway. I can get it for you though.
And your name again?
Alaris, that's spelled Elaerys.
See what's happening over there.
I don't know. I can...
And
She looks like she's good. Okay.
Gave us a thumbs up. It must be going well.
Good. Yay.
And what exactly would we be doing here in the household?
Oh, so I'm here with my friends and they've never been here before. And I said the tours here are so great and it'd be so awesome if we can get a tour of this whole place.
Tour?
Mm-hmm. Last time I was here, someone gave me a tour.
And you see him slowly flip through like the sheaf of parchment. Tour. And he looks confused for a moment. Give me a deception check. Hopefully you are good at it.
You got this.
Ooh.
I rolled a 21.
Old enough to drink.
Yes, your deception is old enough to drink. And you succeeded.
Yes.
He furrows his brow for a second. Oh, that's right. The young miss of the house did tell me that for more coin, they were going to start giving tours.
Yeah, it's like this new program. I really love it, and I would love if my friends got a tour too.
Sure. Where are your friends?
Just right there.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And he just kind of awkwardly, hello?
I say, what's going on?
So, would you like the whole house, or would you like to view the main floor, have lunch, and then do the second floor?
I call my friends over. I'm like, hey, y'all, we're going to do a tour. Come on over.
Did I hear lunch?
Yes, that's included in the tour. Isn't this place great? And how I've always told you all that we all needed to visit here one day?
Yeah, you talked about it so many times. Honestly, it's annoying that we haven't been here before.
Are you all
gorgeous?
Waterdavians?
No, I'm not. But the city is beautiful.
Yeah, we're tourists, but we're trying not to be too obnoxious, like putting our nose in where it doesn't belong. But we just couldn't resist tour, and especially when we heard there was a free lunch. That's why we came.
And he just kind of looks at all of you like you could have just bought lunch with what you paid for the tour, but okay.
Well, the ticket we bought, it had a free lunch written on it. So, yeah.
All right.
Yes, so if you'd like to show us the dining hall, we would love to follow you and then get on that tour.
Very well. There's 5 of you, I see. And he just kind of, he still looks a little bewildered, but he does lead you into the dining hall, which you can see there is a grand table right in the middle with seats for all of you. And he leaves you alone there for a moment. Oh, good. That is much better.
Can I whisper over to Alaris and say, what did you tell him?
I leaned in. I'm like, all right, y'all. It was so weird. He like examined my hand for something and I don't know what's going on, but I told him that I'm supposed to be here. I'm on some sort of list, but he's asking for a letter of invitation. I said it was my bag. I mean, it's probably fine, but just go along with it. It's just smile your way through. You can get anywhere with a smile. I whispered.
Terrible line.
Just don't think of it as lying. Think of it as exaggerated truths, like a story.
Tilly, you love stories.
Did you catch his name, by the way, Alaris?
No. I was just so excited.
Old elf.
Well, we shouldn't say that.
I don't think we should call him Old Elf.
No, don't call this this nice, gentle elf, old elf.
Well, the thing, elves can be quite old, but still look youthful because they live for so long. So, I don't know. Old elf would have to be really, really old.
Yeah.
Like geriatric elf.
Did you get his their pronouns? Can we say sir? Do we have any information?
Usually I'm much better about letting them talk, but I was just so caught up in the moment, and the elf was just very confused, and I was just trying to, give him a little razzle dazzle. But
It's fine. You got us lunch
now.
You did a great job.
You did a great job.
Great job.
Great job. Where is lunch?
Do you think there's gonna be artichoke dip?
Oh my god, I hope so.
I really hope so.
Okay, you need to give me a history roll to see if artichoke dip exists in Waterdeep.
First natural 20 coming up. I'm gonna roll this. No, I'll roll it on the thing. All right, history check. I'm a -1. That's not good.
Oh no. What is this thing called, an artichoke?
Well, it's the thing where there's like layers, and you dip it, and it's
So an onion?
I take onion dip too, honestly, if you have it. Really, just any kind of creamy bread thing. I do it, but
The elven gentleman returns just as you're talking about this artichoke or onion dip, and he just says, he sets down actually a nice spread. There's some meat, there's a salad bowl, big enough for, it's family style, basically serve yourself once you put stuff down. And drinks, what would you all like for drinks?
got mine.
I hear the wine's good.
Yeah, I'll take your best wine.
I'll just take a sparkling water. Thank you.
Of course, it
I
sparkles.
just love water. Can I get like 2 big waters? I really like water.
And he heads off to the right where you can see there's the kitchen. He'll be gone for a little bit to try and find this sparkling water you spoke of. So on the table is a nice feast. There's some beef, there's some salad, there's mashed potatoes, because potatoes probably did exist back then, who knows. But yeah, unless there's
root
something,
vegetables and whatnot.
Yeah, like rutabagas, beets, stuff like that. Some it looks like, those 70s salads, but it's not in Jell-O.
Oh yeah.
It's like, like rutabagas and jicama and stuff like that, where it's been diced and lightly seared and it's hot in a bowl, but there's also just mashed potatoes if you want it.
Mm-hmm.
So serve yourselves. You've got like maybe 10-15 minutes to chat. Do any investigating if you like.
So
until he returns.
I feel like we maybe should investigate the food situation, just because, not saying that your bubbly adorableness wasn't effective, but like maybe they are giving us this food to drug us and bring us into a dungeon. Just saying, it's happened to me before.
Well, don't we want to go to the dungeon?
Not by
I don't
dying.
know which dungeon.
Getting
Yeah.
poisoned.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know, like, if this is gonna knock us out. I'm saying, like, is this food for real? It seems too good to get a tour and a free meal for free.
It's pretty standard for
poison
for you.
Yeah, whenever I go anywhere.
I'm immune to disease and poison.
Yeah, same.
So wait, you're immune to poison, or can you detect poison?
We're immune. I mean, it wouldn't affect us either way, right?
So you testing is not going to do us much.
It's not going to do anything.
But that means we can eat it.
I took a spoonful of mashed potatoes.
There's so many things you can do with mashed potatoes. Or with potatoes.
Boil and mash and put them in a stew.
Potatoes.
Right, so we're going to just eat it. We're going to hope for the best. Cool.
It should be fine, right? This old man would poison us outright, right?
You never know. It is Waterdeep.
This is true. Okay.
Can I roll for investigation? Is there a way to like check this?
Either the thing is, would you know you're poisoned until you taste it?
It's true. Hey, Alaris, you want to try it first?
Yeah, give me. Tastes good.
Give me a Constitution saving throw. I'm not saying it's not poisoned, but you just drank something you just tasted food without checking it first.
11.
It's not well cooked, but it's not poisonous. You're not going to drop dead. It's not the best potatoes you've ever had.
It didn't season it, not enough salt.
There's not enough salt or butter.
These look like the kind of people who don't know how to season their food, and just throwing that out there.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
I say, so while you guys are eating, I'm gonna go look for the bathroom and see if I can try and find this door we need to get to the dungeon.
So you're leaving the dining hall?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can stealth around and try and find the door. I'll be back in 7 minutes.
Hey, look,
So
we
got
never go
about
to the
10
bathroom
minutes,
alone.
right?
I'll come with,
Okay.
numbers.
Are we doing a trip to the bathroom?
I don't think all of us should go. Right?
Monty and I, we
Good
are.
pee, what can I say?
Stop drinking so much.
Can
All right,
So-
fine.
our
You
two-
go. You go. I don't actually have to use the bathroom.
So
I mean,
who's
okay,
going?
Sorry, I said I don't really have to pee. I just wanted to be included.
Always included.
Well, we can definitely split up.
We probably should.
Please.
What if we just waited for the tour?
Well, I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like I want to get an advantage and try to see where
Okay.
we're going first. I'm curious. This is a big place, and maybe we won't go by where we need to go.
Okay, so who's leaving and who's staying to wait for the drinks?
I'm leaving.
I mean,
I'll be
Perch,
back.
do you want to go?
I'll be back in like 5 minutes though.
You go
Yeah,
ahead,
quick
dear.
search.
I got
Who's
some
the
business with
stealthiest?
these mashed potatoes.
All right. So I go arm in arm, kind of hook it, start doing the fun, like walk around, kind of scope.
Let's go to the bathroom. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah,
exactly. 100% us.
Okay, so you are looking for that same symbol that would lead down to the dungeons. So
Yeah. Mhm.
where are you going? And once you get there, I will let you know
Um,
what kind of
Let me
check
look
to
at
make.
the map real
So,
quick.
yeah.
So we're in
So
the
you're
dining hall, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. And he went into the kitchen?
Correct.
Okay.
So he's not
Um,
far away.
Not far away. I'm gonna go. You wanna go search the
Oh.
storeroom? The storage room? It's like right there next to us, right?
It's basically
there's-
behind Tilly's back while she's
Yeah.
kind of at the end of the table. Yeah, because I mean, that makes sense because the other door was the kitchen, the other one was the Great Hall. The Great
Yeah.
Hall we walked through. I think that's a good call.
Okay.
And it looks like there's a door leading somewhere, but it doesn't say
Oh.
where.
Hmm.
Um. So you're going in the storage room.
Yeah.
Can any of you make light, or do you have a torch with you?
I can see in the dark.
low light vision as well.
And I can
Is it
see
dark or low
dark.
light vision? Let me see. Actually, where do I find that? That's
Maybe information, I think. I'm sorry, features and traits if you had it.
traits. Okay.
I mean, I have dark vision just as a trait of being me, myself, and I. So I can see in dark. I mean, shades of gray, but I can see.
Okay,
also
so,
have dark vision.
Okay, so basically when you go in here, you can see. I'm not going to make you roll with disadvantage.
Mhm.
So give me an investigation check to see what is in the storage room.
I'll do it.
Oh god.
Let's see, rainbow dice.
Mm.
21.
11.
As you can see on the map, there's just barrels and crates and barrels and crates. There's no signs or symbols or anything. It's just, it looks like this is where they might keep some of the beer and wine.
Oh.
We should grab some for Peach.
You got a bottle?
You got a whole barrel? You taking a
I
whole
mean,
barrel?
we-
Oh, it's barrels, not just like bottles.
No. So
Oh.
like the barrels have the beer and the crates have the barrels are beer and wine. The crates have like silverware, cutlery, other storage things
Oh.
for the fancy parties.
I have been practicing my magic. I wonder if I could shrink this down. Nah, it's probably not worth it though. Well, we should just go back.
No,
Okay.
I want to see this now. I want to see you try to shrink a whole barrel of ale or wine.
It's like a cute little juice box.
I mean, I have the new bag. I should fill it with something. We might get thirsty. You never know how this adventure might go. All right. I can roll for this.
Okay, what are you rolling? And explain that for the chat, please.
It's a great question. I am rolling. Since I am new to this, what would this be?
Let me go to your character sheet. It will be a-
Arcana? Or
No, you're trying. You said you had a spell, right?
oh no, I'm saying I would like to have a spell because I am learning magic. I don't think I don't have a spell.
No, then basically, unless you can somehow. Yeah, you can't do that. You could
No,
carry
I
one
know.
out.
I'd like to try
Uh,
though.
That would be you would need the spell to do it. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. But you know what? Just for funsies, the rule of cool, we shall apply it. If you can do a sleight of hand and see, can you somehow get this barrel out of the storeroom into the dining hall with no one seeing you?
I mean,
wow.
I'm pretty good at this. I've got years of practice.
Let me get out of your character sheet. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
15.
Plus 14, correct?
Plus 14.
So you have now rolled a 29 on sleight of hand. Oh no. Oh, no. You failed. That was a nat 1. Oh dear.
Yeah, it was not great.
Oh, I thought the 15 was before your bonus.
No, it's after.
No.
I literally rolled. I'm not great at magic. My ex she tried to teach me. Didn't do so good.
Oh no.
So tell us what happened.
Sorry.
The first action mode of the campaign. Yay!
So that was a crit fail. For those that are watching, I follow the same rule that B. Dave Walters does. A 1 is always a crit fail. 20 is always a crit success. Even with your bonus of 14, you still failed. Basically, you made enough racket to where this elf servant flings open the storage door and goes, "What are you doing?"
We're just making out. It's fine. Don't look at us.
Are you making out?
I embrace them.
Okay.
I said, leave us alone.
Okay. Just checking.
Quick consent check. Everyone's okay with this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, he is startled at this sudden. Oh! You didn't have to leave the dining hall. We don't mind if you want to enjoy your lover. It's fine.
Oh, well, thank you.
Just not in the Great Hall, or if you want to take things beyond an embrace, we do have rooms.
We would love to see those rooms on the tour. Thank you.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. Yes.
Your drinks are served. I'll be back in about a half hour to fetch you for the tour.
Awesome. Thank you. Great.
Thank you so much. Yes.
I take her hand and I said, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
And he just kind of looks at you as you scoot past him.
And then I lean over and give a little kiss on the cheek to really sell it.
You're so crazy.
And he just shakes his head. Oh, youth. I remember those days. And he just kind of gives you this longing look, almost like, oh, young and in love. It's so sweet.
Aww. Grandpa L.
I like him. Can I keep him?
You cannot keep people.
Can I ask his name as we leave as well? I was like,
yeah.
About your name, sir.
Oh, and he pauses. He's like, how would I give you a name you can pronounce? Because I usually go by my elvish name.
Oh.
You can call me Leto.
Leto?
Thank you, Leto. Thanks for leading us to the table.
As if I've never heard.
We are so sorry for the mess as well.
Oh, just go and enjoy what you're. Well, enjoy, but you know what I mean. Just enjoy your food. I'll be back for you in a minute.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
To the table.
And he wanders out through the kitchen, and then you hear another door. It's clear he's use the kitchen as a way away from the dining hall, and you all are on your own for about in game 20 minutes.
So everyone heard that crash.
Oh yeah, everyone's probably turning and going, what?
I sit back at the table, just start eating like nothing going on, nothing to see here. Tra-la-la-la.
We did not find the bathroom.
Have y'all tried the chicken? I heard the chicken is delicious.
Relieve yourselves on the floor?
No, we did not do that. No, we were checking. There was nothing in there.
Yeah, so funny story. They tried to take a barrel out and it didn't really work out. So that was that big crash. And then our lovely host Leto, who was over, that's his name by the way, his name is Leto. I don't think I told you guys that. He, as you saw, barged in and saw us, and now apparently we're fake lovers.
I'm sorry. I panicked. I kind of panicked and embraced. And from the movies, we all know the makeout's the easiest way to get up things. And it worked.
Slap,
Did you really
so go ahead and slap me.
kiss?
Oh.
Kind of.
I mean, yes, that's why my hood's no longer like up here. Now you see my like beautiful blue kind of locks and my horns.
Anyway, that is
there any
room for about half an hour. So
okay, well now y'all.
I said we can either, stay here and wait for the tour, or go off and explore on our own officially.
Well,
I feel like Lito's been pretty nice. Maybe we should wait for the tour.
You don't want to have any more slip-ups, do you?
You know what? Maybe one embarrassment for the day.
Aren't we going to steal something when we get to the dungeon? Should we really be on a tour when we try to steal something?
Well, I would say that we'd probably maybe this is a good time to game plan what our plan of attack or lack thereof is. I think we should wait for Lito. He'll come back. He'll take us on the tour. Mm-hmm. As we go through, we keep an eye out. If any of us sees the entrance to this dungeon or signs that there might be an entrance to the dungeon, we say the code word.
What's the code word?
Banana.
I thought you were going to say peachy. And I would.
Why do you think I would say that?
The worst code name ever.
I was going to say Rochambeau, but...
You can say banana, or you can just do the secret sign, which is... I think either one should be fine. And
I feel like the sign should be less conspicuous.
What about this? Like, I love you. This is my go-to when I go into any creepy bar and someone's like coming too close to me with my girlfriends. I'll be like, hey, like, get me out of here. What?
So would we profess our love to each other when
No.
we see the entrance to the dungeon?
Just like,
To Lito?
Yeah, sure. Lito has a lot of love to give. We learned.
So when we see the dungeon, we tell Lito directly that we love him.
No.
I thought that's
All right, Chili, you're the smart one. You game plan.
I was thinking we could just ask him where the dungeon was.
Be straight up and honest with them.
Is it bad I wouldn't have thought of that? I mean,
if we're going to get a tour, could we start in the dungeon? Is that a thing? But then if we're in the dungeon with him and we steal the things, then maybe he'd be like, hey, no more tour. And also don't take my things. I'm not sure. But didn't the guy say that we could take as much as we could carry? So I'm thinking all this stuff is going to be around the thing that we have to steal, right? So all the treasure would be by this thing. No?
Bad that I don't hate anything you just said. Like, that makes so much sense. It's dumb.
Yeah, that is really smart. How about that's
like,
really great.
Say it exactly how you did.
Yeah. Or we could even say like, are there any subterranean parts of this house without necessarily saying the word dungeon to say that we know there's a dungeon? But if he wants to show us, he would show us.
Like, do you have a finished basement?
Yeah, is there an extra large basement here?
That happens to be covered in rocks and skeletons, maybe.
Ooh.
So the direct approach?
And if not, we just go on the tour and stick with our I love you sign plan.
I'm sticking with banana, but yeah.
Banana works.
Wait.
What about I love bananas?
But what if we don't see this said door on the tour, though?
Well, then we have another bathroom break.
That ends in an embrace.
Yeah.
I blush a little bit.
All right.
And I feel awkward now.
I said, you know what? I'm just going to eat while we decide what's going on. And I just start grabbing things. Is there more wine than this?
I pour you a glass of peach schnapps.
Thank you.
And I think we have a general good idea, and we can communicate with odd communication. Like that means, what do you think? Or we can do it.
So this is your plan.
Take the tour. Try to find the door. And be nice to this Lito as nice as possible. Got it.
Yes, and yell banana if we see it. Is that what we landed on?
I love bananas. Yeah.
Okay.
Could it be something that's not ridiculous? Like, look over there, or hey, girlfriend, or I don't know, hello.
Okay.
A banana.
So while you all are having this discussion, there's a knock on the dining room, the dining hall door. That kind of like that unobtrusive "Are you ready?" knock that you will get some places if you're like in a dressing room or whatever.
Come in.
And Lito comes in and he's looking around and wondering what you all are up to because you all look suspicious. Because you were in the middle of your great plan when he showed up.
Hey, Lido, do you want to come have a seat with us real quick? We wanted to ask you a question real quick before we head out on the tour.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't fraternize with the guests. What would you like to ask me?
Sure. We were just wondering, we know there's a tour here, but we're a little warm here. It's a little too hot in this room, and we're wondering if maybe we could, if there's any floor below or a couple floors below this floor that we could explore subterranean levels of this Roaring Horn Villa.
Lito's going to do an insight check on you.
Just sip my wine, mind my business.
Yeah, Lito has gotten a 15, and he kind of tilts his head. You mean a dungeon?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that word.
Wouldn't use those words personally.
Would
If
use
you're
finished
comfortable using
basement.
that.
What's a basement?
Like a dungeon.
Like a dungeon, but furnished.
Or not furnished.
Yes, that's true. There's unfinished basements.
Is there a dungeon here?
I mean, did you want to get put in it?
No.
Some days.
I mean, that is the premium tour that we only sell certain times of the year.
Oh no, not like
Of
that.
course. I suppose we're not premium guests.
Oh no.
Oh, but
It's a
Lido,
real-
I didn't know if you got the note saying that we got on the premium tour. I called in later about it, and the person I spoke to said it was totally fine and they took care of it. And
What's a call?
like a call bird.
Like a little bluebird that sends a message?
Mhm. Yeah.
It goes tweet?
Yes.
Yeah. She totally tweeted. Twatted?
You tweeted?
I believe it's tweeted. Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay, so how can we get, is there a way we could get upgraded? Because we're just so hot over here. How can we get on that premium tour?
And he just raises an eyebrow at you lot and goes, I should have stayed in the woods. This was a bad idea. They can't fire me. I'm too old and I'm too tired and I know this house the best. Come with me. I'll start you there.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lido.
I roll for
best,
being
Lito.
too old for this shit. He just leads you down, and unsurprisingly, instead of like leading you outside or anything, he literally turns around and points at the stairs that are in the dining hall.
Oh.
So we chose the wrong door.
Wait, it's an
No,
upstairs
you-
dungeon?
No, I think those go down.
Oh.
If not, I say they go down now. That's how I'm reading this map. They go down now.
Oh, okay. Just down there?
None of you. So while you were fumbling around in the dark storage room, you just didn't think to go down the stairs.
I didn't think that'd be inconspicuous.
I mean, I still found you. You made enough racket to wake the dead.
That was her.
Both of you together. Either way,
We just have a lot of love to share. Sorry, it gets a little noisy sometimes.
that's for your room that you booked later. That's none of my business.
Mhm. Well, we'll be on our way.
Well, I have to take you down there because if you just get found wandering alone, the creatures that guard the dungeon might not like that.
Oh, my ex is here?
Oh.
That sounds like a story I don't need to know.
Aren't you a little bit curious, though?
No. I mean, if my ex was down here, he could join her ex.
That's what happened with my ex, so that sounds right, yeah. Carry on, though. Please show us the basement dungeon.
And he grabs a lamp from the hook and leads you down. And it's a long hallway. By the time you find any other door beside the one he took you through, it feels like you are 1 or 2 levels down. You've gone quite a way.
Oh wow. Oh wow. This is a deep tunnel.
Don't do it, Tanya. Don't do it. I was gonna make a real bad joke.
Was that a secret tunnel joke about to happen from Avatar?
No. Oh God, no.
It's probably gonna be a lot dirtier than.
Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
Look, we're not on front page. I can act up.
Yeah, I kind of set it up for a reason. I'm just saying.
I know. He's like, you can dig as deep as you want, but that costs you a whole lot more gold than you may have.
Well,
Fair.
awesome.
And he opens this iron door and holds up the lantern. Now, here's the part where I'm going to leave you all for an hour. And he starts rolling up his sleeves, and you notice on his arm is a mark of the Masked Lords.
That's what he was looking for.
I mean, it's a tattoo.
Banana.
What?
Nothing. Just a joke.
She's low on potassium.
Super low.
You know, had you asked, I could have brought you a banana, but
We'll
I
be
didn't
fine.
want to impose.
yes.
But anyways, as you were,
I don't know, our young elven friend looked like she wanted to say something.
Nope. Sorry.
Did you want a banana?
I mean, I feel like I already imposed so much, so it's okay. I'll wait. I think someone has a granola bar, so.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Okay.
I take it out. Well, I like open it for you, and of course, like all the crumbs fall out all over the dungeon. Sorry, no, it was mostly still intact. There you go. I don't know.
You're
just really
swooping that
messy.
up when you come back.
Yeah, if you bring a broom, I'll do it.
And there'll be one when you come up. You've got an hour. And he just kind of taps his arm. He's like, time's wasting.
oh, shall we go?
All
Yes, we
right,
shall.
let's go.
And you get down maybe now hold on, before you all go down these stairs, did anyone think to take the lamp with you?
Lamp.
Oh,
I see in the dark.
yeah. If anyone doesn't see in the dark, I feel like taking a torch of sorts would be good.
Do all of you see in the dark?
I have dark vision, yes.
And that's everyone.
I
Do
don't.
what else?
Where would I look?
Features and traits.
Yes.
I have dark vision.
So Tilly, I'm going to strongly suggest you grab that lamp.
I, of course, grabbed the lamp like a professional.
So everyone is heading down. And after you go one more flight of stone stairs, there is a giant door with this red symbol that you've been looking for.
I think this is the place, friends.
Banana.
Banana. I touched the door.
Actually,
Is
I
there a
was going
lock?
to say, so before you all enter the door, I'm going to say this is a good place to take a break.
Oh,
And
cool.
we can see
Yes.
what's behind the door. I was going to say the green door, but that's a different reference.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. But I'm going to be good. We're going to take a break. You all go hydrate. Also, hit donate, hit Tiltify in the chat. You see that we're at $155 out of our $500 goal.
Woo!
And I know at
Sweet.
some point we'll do giveaways. If somebody can let me know what our milestones are, but we are a third of the way there. So go take 10, get water, get food, stretch, get a snack. We've talked about food all this time, so please go get your own snacks. And we'll be back in 10 minutes.
All right. Hello, everybody. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the chat up. Hi, guys. We are going to do a giveaway. So thank you so much for coming and supporting our D&D stream. Thank you so much to the players and our wonderful game master for helping us run this D&D campaign. We are celebrating Pride Month with our Get Proud Tiltify fundraiser, and we're partnering with I Need Diverse Gamers and Creative Gamers this month. So thank you guys so much for your support, because we appreciate it. So for the giveaway, what we have are a WIGI sweatshirt. So Joanie, if you want to show everybody the WIGI sweatshirt. Nice. And then we also, hold on, I'm gonna start the We also have hats. So we have our Get Wiggy hats, we have a beanie, and we have a dad hat. Yeah. So if you want to enter in the giveaway, all you have to do is type in !get proud in the chat and it will enter you in. And in just a bit, we can pick a few winners. So.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We had to fight some tech gremlins before I send them into a dungeon, so it is what it is. So when we stepped away, well actually before we step away, we got donations while we were gone. So we're up to $180 when we left. We were at $155, so thank you all. Yes, get all the donos, because it would be great if we could hit 500 before we end and have to set a new goal for next week. That'd be really dope. And there is a giveaway happening in chat, I believe. What is that code word for the giveaway? Get proud, I see that. So you can win a hoodie, baseball hat, or beanie that has the WIGI logo on it. It's all very comfy, it's very cozy. Or, you know, you could buy a Get Proud shirt. Either way, we'll take your money. It will go to great causes. But now that we've done our influencer penance, who's ready to explore a dungeon?
Yay!
Yes.
Dungeon time.
So, you all found the door you were looking for. It turns out the old elven servant Leto is in on the cause, shall we say. Depending on what happens, you could ask him about that tattoo when you get back. But you have found the door that you need to enter, and what would you like to do?
Well, does the door have any locks, or is it just like we open it up?
There's no discernible lock, but when you push on it, it does resist.
Okay. I'm gonna push a little bit harder then. You guys want to help me push a little harder?
I'll help.
I'll help push too.
Whoever's pushing on the door, give me a strength check. And
I think we're all doing it together.
It's
Friendship.
working as a team.
True. So just click the number, like the number that is on your strength. Let me see what you all got.
I got a 10, so I'm more of a cheerleader.
See, I got a 4. I'm more of a woo girl. I got you all to roll for me.
I got a 16.
I accidentally rolled a save, so that should be 11.
Oh, did I roll a save too? My bad. Hold on.
It should be...
Okay.
Because it'll say save versus check on Thanks, D&D Beyond, for saving us from math. That sounded weird. You know what I meant. But yeah, so combined, the door does budge for you finally. And for those of you with dark vision, you see what looks like kind of a branching stone hallway. You are heading out, and it seems like this shouldn't be under this villa. Like, the amount of space you're seeing versus what you saw upstairs doesn't add up.
Are we in a big old bag of holding right now?
No, you are actually in a dungeon. It's just the hallway you're in is wide. So it's wider than the stone steps that you just came down to get in there.
Oh, wow.
So it like, from the spatial awareness you all have of where you just were versus this giant hallway that you are seeing now and where it's leading off to, it doesn't add up or make sense.
It's like giant underground tunnel systems. Feels
sort
like,
of.
right?
Sort of. So what I'm going to say is, for those of you with dark vision, you don't see it super clearly, but what you see is a bunch of pillars to the right and the left. And to the far right, you see what looks to be like a tunnel kind of going off to the right. And you'll have to move up further in the room to see beyond the pillars, but you can either keep moving forward, or you can kind of investigate what's over to the right.
Can I borrow some of the fire from Tilly's lamp there and put it on one of my arrows and kind of shoot it just to get some light out in the distance?
Well, wait. If there's like a friendly person down there, that
I'll shoot high.
what if they're really tall?
So just to be clear, you've not yet seen proof of life of anything beside you all yet. You've just kind of opened this door, and it is open into this massive hallway.
So you said there's a room off to the right, and then a further hallway down.
Yeah, it looks like an opening. It's not even a room. It's like a natural curved
Little alcove
stone thing. So basically, imagine if you walked into the hallway of like a manor, or better yet, when you go into a subway station, for a more modern allegory of, you go in subway station, you go down, and there's all the space because of the tracks. But if you look to the right, there's usually the ways out or up to the turnstile. So it'd be like if you kept walking down the platform, but at the end of the platform, it's too dark to see clearly. But if you look to the right, you know that's a way to go somewhere. You don't know where, though.
So can I do a history check because I've done so much research trying to find this stupid ring? Is there a way that I would know about this tunnel or systems or anything below ground?
Sure. I will give
28.
you a... Oh my
God.
Kent will love you if you ever get a chance to go and chat with him. So what you know, Tilly, is that this is actually really well organized for an underground hideaway would be the best way to put it, because it is a dungeon, but it's very methodically laid out. So while you don't know the exact layout, you do know this right pathway is probably leading back out, but it's going to be like the long way to go, and it could probably be dangerous. And going forward is going to be either a large kind of gated area where there may be combat happening, there may be other things happening, or it could be a stage for this kind of environment that you know of. And then to the left are various rooms and offices and even living quarters.
Or if we're looking for a ledger.
Yeah. So I relay that to everybody to kind of try to direct everybody to the left to see. That would be the most logical place that the ledger would probably be.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, so you are moving forward then?
Sounds right.
Yeah, to like the offices to the left. Yeah, like in and to the left, I guess.
Okay, so you all are moving forward. There's some columns as you are moving forward. Everyone give me either perception or investigation.
I will do perception.
And Tilly, you did take the lamp, correct?
Yes.
23.
Okay.
18.
12.
Also 18.
Investigation.
Okay, with those of you with high enough rolls, you hear a skittering sound.
I draw my quarterstaff.
It's
my
creepy.
Y'all, I'm not thrilled with what I hear ahead.
I have animal handling. Can I check to see if it's a mouse or something?
Sure. Are you... So wait, with animal handling... Usually you have to see, like the animal has to be near you or you have to know what it is. Are you just trying to like detect magic instead?
No, I thought I could talk to a mouse. That was
well, if you
Can I
saw
roll
a
for
mouse,
Arcana?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Ooh, 20.
Nat 20? Okay. You know that there are unnatural creatures here, that they are not things you would find in nature. There is life. They could be, yes. These things are skittering about between the pillars, and I'm not going to do spiders just to tell you all because I'm arachnophobic. It is not spiders. And if anyone else has phobias, no. If anyone has phobias, please tell me in our Zoom chat so I do not do that to anyone.
I will be messaging you right now.
But it's more skittering because it's on a stone floor.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like when animals run on a tile floor and they need their nails cut.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the kind of skittering you hear.
So nails, potentially fluffy.
Real quick meta, unless there's no table talk, in which case DM, feel free to stop me. But what classes are we all?
You should be, if you can see everyone's sheet in the campaign, you should be able to see, but we've got a fighter, a bard, a monk. We've got 2 monks, and a druid. So Tilly may be the best one if there are living creatures to kind of interact.
Yeah, Tilly,
Okay.
maybe
Yeah.
you should lead the way then.
How do I do that? Because that's what I thought I was doing with the animal handling.
She also has the torch.
What if you kind of slowly walk in there and see if you can get eyes on whatever's in there? Then maybe you can use animal handling to soothe them, prevent them from attacking us.
Okay, let me just check really quick.
You got this, Tilly. And can I actually give Tilly some bardic inspiration?
Sure. I'm in
Yeah,
your
you got
character
this,
sheet.
Tilly.
So I will I will add that for you.
You got this, Tilly. We believe in you.
We believe in you, Tilly.
I'm just trying to make sure. So you could, let me check animal handling. So basically, you need to calm an animal.
Okay.
So until you see what it is, but once you move further and see what exactly it is, then you can absolutely do an animal handling check.
Does the light seem to make it skitter away from me, or would it come into the light as I walk towards it?
Shapes kind of not run away like, oh god, light, but they move kind of behind a pillar, and once you get closer, you see like a dog-like face kind of leaning over, staring at you. Okay. So it's some kind of canine, not exactly sure what, but you have doggos. This is how you get doggos.
Not that.
Give scritches.
You're going to try to give scritches to.
No, I won't, but I want to. But okay, so I'm just gonna try to.
But that's where animal handling would come in handy if you want to try it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to put my hand out for it to smell, so it doesn't bite me, so it can see that I'm gentle and not trying to scare it. Speaking very calmly, takes a few steps towards it to say, "Hello, how are you? You must be lonely down here. It's so dark. Would you like to come into the light?"
So now give me the animal handling check.
Okay.
And because you are a druid, and
22.
It is, well, I was going to say advantage, but never mind. So this creature steps out into your torchlight, and it's a dog, but it doesn't look like any dog or wolf or other canine that any of you have seen. It's got fur, but its fur is like dark blood red almost.
Ooh.
And it's got long claws where if you didn't realize this was kind of a dog, you would wonder if it was more draconic or something. And then you realize this dog has horns like a tiefling or like a dragonborn. And the tail, instead of being a soft fluffy tail, is a dragon's tail.
Oh.
A dragon.
So it's a dragon.
Oh, you're the cutest. Oh, I love him.
So you have found a dragon doggo. That's the name for it for now.
Okay.
A drago.
See, this doesn't look like any regular dog. Tilly, can you figure out what kind of creature this is?
Sure. I want to scratch under his little chinny chin and see if he responds and just say, "Hi, how are you? What are you doing down here by yourself?"
Are you speaking Druidic? Are you trying to just speak Common?
Also, maybe Peach give that granola bar to Tilly just to bribe the doggo, just in case.
Did Alaris eat it already? Is there any left, Alaris?
No, and there's just crumbs on my face, and I just kind of turn away.
Never mind.
Likes peach schnapps. Is it thirsty?
I don't think you want to get the doggo drunk.
Probably not.
Or unless we do.
I don't know. That could be fun.
It'd be fun.
But maybe not.
So
I'm not really an animal expert. I'm more of a horticultural expert.
So you're going to try to pet this dragon doggo.
Yeah, and I want to speak Druidic to it. How is it? Druidic?
You have speak with animals, yeah?
Yes, I think so.
If not, you know what? Rule of cool, I will allow it. Because we're having fun and playing for charity. Roll me a d20. If it is over a 12, the dog understands you. Just roll a random d20.
Oh,
on
Go ahead.
on your character sheet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, at the bottom.
left-hand corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's where you can do like extra dice. Come on, D&D Beyond. Open
19.
for me. Oh yeah, the dog totally understands you. It like starts wagging its little draconic tail, and you see wisps of fire as it wags.
Oh.
The coolest dog ever.
It's very happy to see you. And, you know, it lets you pet it and it wags its tail. For the sake of argument and for ease, we're going to say that the dog can bark and you will understand it because to you it sounds like Druidic. I'm guarding. Who are you?
You're guarding something. That's so cool. I love guarding stuff. I also love practicing my magic. I'm so excited to talk to you. Oh, this is the coolest thing ever. What are you guarding?
It's a human thing.
Oh, really? That's so neat. Can I see it? I've never seen it. Can I see it?
No, that's my job.
Okay. Oh, yeah, sure. No, I wasn't trying to pry. Okay, well, What else do you do down here?
Eat rats and catch people who sneak in.
Wow, how many people have you caught?
And it looks around 5.
Whoa, oh. Cute. We're super friendly though. Like, we're really cool. I think you're gonna really like us.
It tilts its head and looks at you and starts sniffing. Who let you down here?
His name was Leto, and he is a friend of ours, and he super trusted us with a very specific mission. I think it's to find the thing that you're guarding now, so I would maybe go talk to him if I were you.
Oh, Leto doesn't understand us. He's an ancient elf.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of got that from him. He seems super old.
And he starts sniffing around all of you, and he starts looking for like any sense of magic, of anything you might have on you that might allow him and his pack mates to let you pass.
Does anybody have magic on them? Is there something I can ask people?
Kent did give you a note.
Oh. Kent did give us a note. He gave us Severe. Do you have that note? Maybe you could show it to my friend here? This cool little dragon friend?
Sorry, he needs a note?
The note from Kent?
Yeah, let me look in my bag. Here you go.
And the note is very simple. Basically, on one side is get ledger, looks like this, and is a crudely drawn ledger. And the other side has the symbol of the Masked Lords. So you hold it up to the doggo, the dragon doggo, and he sniffs it. Sniffs at you. Okay. All right. And he nods his head and sits down and curls his tail around his paws.
Tilly, do you still need this?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, it just kind of like lifts his head like, hey, what's up?
Aww.
Nice, I think he likes you.
Oh, cool. I like the horns matching.
What is his name?
By the way.
What is your name?
I don't think I have a name you could pronounce.
Oh, sure. That makes sense.
Unless you speak Old Draconic.
Well, you have a nickname?
What?
A nickname?
What is
You
this
speak Old
nickname?
Draconic?
I do.
Who speaks?
I do not speak Draconic.
You do speak Draconic, Devere?
I do indeed, yes. I mean, how else could I have the dragon telling me what I owe?
True.
Yes.
So you can understand him?
I can't understand barking, but I can understand Draconic, so I don't know if we can do like a weird game of telephone.
Well, he's trying to give you his name since it's not something you'd honestly be able to pronounce. Okay. Oh god, I'm not using that for a dragon name, sorry.
That's his nickname.
That's what I was. I didn't know what the nickname was.
I'm trying to find that for you right now, and okay, this works.
Get it done.
And he kind of like struggles to like form words that mortals can understand, and it's Hepatios.
Hepatios?
I mean, you can understand Devere because it's said in Draconic, but and he just kind of struggles. He's like, Patty, I guess is what you can call me, or Perry.
I like Perry, like the pepper.
Sure.
Perry the pepper. Aww.
He just kind of.
I give him a pat on the head. You're a really good pepper.
I say, so are we good to search, or?
So, great question. Yeah, Perry, can you show us where this is? This piece of paper. This is what we're trying to find. Can you show us where this would be?
No, because then I'd be breaking my oath and not doing my job. Merely my packmates and I will sit aside while you search. But
Okay.
if you try to take something,
Yeah.
you'll have to pass our trial.
Okay. Well, thanks for letting us look. Turn back to the group and tell them that.
Oh.
Cool.
What do they mean trial?
How many in their pack?
Good question too.
When you all look and you realize that there are about 10 of these dragon dogs have been hiding in the shadows.
Oh. That. 2 each, right?
Yeah.
It's just like a puzzle or something.
Yeah, there's a pack of them, and they have been all watching you to see what happened.
I really don't like punching dogs.
Me either.
Dogs,
So-
though.
Should probably try and
Oh.
avoid that.
These dogs talk.
But they're also part dragon. I have no reservations with
I
that,
see.
at least.
Are they
Tilly,
cute?
can you ask these dogs what they actually are?
Ooh,
Isn't that
does that feel rude? I'll just ask them about themselves. Yeah. So I turn back to Perry and I say, "Hey, Perry, I was just wondering, what's your backstory? What's up? Where are you from?
Where am I from, or where am I from?
Where are you from, man?
Oh, just a little place called Avernus.
Ooh,
I'm not of this plane. And he
That's
gives you like a
so cool.
snaggletooth little grin.
I love that. How did you get here then?
Magic.
I love magic so much. I've been practicing.
Just go look for whatever it is you're looking for.
Okay, sure. And I turn back to the team and I say, I think he's tired of me. We should probably go. He's definitely not from around here.
Noted.
And he just kind of curls up and puts his head on his paws, but he's like kind of watching y'all. And the rest of them go back to pacing around. They're not going to bother you unless you bother them for now.
Seems fair.
Great.
So
Yay,
we want to
combat
start looking for.
Wow,
I
I
didn't
always-
die yet.
I always get the most combat avoidant players. So where you are to the left, there are 4 rooms you can investigate. And now that you're closer, you see what opens up into like a large dais. But it's slightly raised, but it's huge. It's almost like a coliseum. And you can see a dim light at the very back. And it looks like there's small openings out from this giant circle. So there's 4 rooms to the left to investigate, or you can move forward into this giant circle and the rooms around it to investigate.
At the risk of not sounding thorough, it seems like the ledger is something that's pretty important, and it feels like a big circular room is putting us is a little bit more important. Does that make sense? Am I making sense? Like there's something important there in a big important circular room?
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe too. Want to go check there?
Sure. And Peach just storms off in that direction.
So you're going straight to the circle.
Straight to the circle.
Okay. Anyone else joining Peach?
I join.
I'm gonna hug the
Oh, no.
walls and kind of watch from a distance with my bow and arrow out.
Can I
Just
do a
that.
perception check and make sure they're not going onto an altar to sacrifice themselves? Feels like that's what you find it.
Sure. Sure. Go for it.
Oh, clear. 9. Sorry, guys. Good luck.
It's a room. You know it's a room.
Love rooms. Let's go.
There's no altar, at least that you can see.
Can I do, as we get inside of the room, can I do like a perception check to just check it out, see what's around here?
Perception or investigation, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do a perception. I got a 16.
Well, luckily for you, there is no altar or dais where you all will be sacrificed to anything.
Great.
However, there are dragonlings.
Oh,
Of course.
Very pretty, very blue, very sparkly dragonlings.
Well, Tilly, you got your wish.
Yay. Kind of.
do they obviously see us, right?
Not quite. Peach is probably in the most danger of being perceived, since she went straight in there.
How many are there that I can
see?
see?
Let me roll a d6 and I'll tell you, or a d8. So there's 8 total, but you can see 2.
That's not great. Hey, Peach, you want to back out very slowly, make sure they don't see you, and let's try one of these doors.
Oh wow, maybe they're really nice. We're cool with the other. Maybe we have a hall pass to this whole place,
Look.
and
Dragons and I do not get along. You can do that. I'm going to check out a door.
I'm gonna go into crippling debt.
Yeah, but I'm not going to die if I go in a door. Well, maybe, but I feel like I have better chances over there.
So you're hugging a wall.
I'm hugging the wall.
Give me a stealth check.
All right. And got a 9.
Unfortunately, the 2 dragonlings that you already spotted have now spotted you.
Of course they have. Yeah, checks out.
Don't worry, y'all. I got this. Hello, dragon friends.
You don't speak dragon. I speak dragon. Stop drinking so much.
I'm speaking in common.
So wait, hold on. To be clear, you're speaking in common at these young dragons.
I didn't say that Peach has a high intelligence. She has a -1.
All right, proceed.
Hello, dragon friends. My name is Peach. What's your name?
Arr! That's
Hello?
what you get.
Arr. Good to meet you. We were speaking with them dogs, the dragon dogs back in the other room. They were super nice. They sniffed us and everything. We're looking here for this ledger, and we were wondering if we could have some safe passage.
And these dragons are just staring at you. Oh, dragonlings, they are young dragons. Tilly, actually give me a history or arcana check to see if you can identify what kind of dragon they are.
20.
You recognize immediately these are young moonstone dragons.
Ooh.
Are those the good or the bad ones? I don't know the moonstones.
Well,
I take a little bit of my peach schnapps, and I'll say that I have some sort of maybe water cup, and I put it down on the ground. I pour a little bit of peach schnapps, and I kind of gently push it towards the dragons.
and the dragons scrunch up their face like cats do when they smell something bad and back away and hiss.
Hold on now. This is from Lanta Farms. This is the best
don't-
peach schnapps in the realm.
I don't think that these dragons are interested in peach schnapps, my friend.
Are they going to attack me if we keep going, or are they?
They might.
They're usually neutral. No, I read that wrong. That's wrong. You're gonna die. Yeah. No, you should probably stop.
Hey, no
So
peeking.
They've seen me though at this point. So
Oh,
should
yeah.
I just come over and actually talk to them? No offense, Peach. You're doing great.
You're doing great, Peach. You're doing great.
You're doing great.
You're doing
Try.
great, sweetie.
You can try.
Yeah, I'm feeling like that's our best shot. Also, have they spotted anybody else yet, or just the 2 of us?
So far, just the 2 of you. Has everyone moved forward into the circular room, or are you all still hanging back?
I'm at
Hanging
I'm at
back.
the doorway. Because that's how I spotted them.
Okay, so 2 of you are hanging back, and then Devere, if you come forward, the dragonling to talk to them, so it'll be the 3 of you talking to the dragonlings.
So I basically repeat everything Peach has just said, explaining that we're here
Tell
for
them it's Lanta Farms schnapps. That might change their mind.
Okay, and it's Lanta Farms, and if they're not old enough to drink, I am so sorry, and I will take that away. And I removed it. And I then ask about the scroll, or about the parchment that we're trying to find.
And they just
Show
kind
my
of,
little sheet of paper.
they just kind of like tilt their head back and forth, looking at this paper, and then they just kind of look at you and sniff at you in particular, Devere, since they can understand you.
Mm.
Why are you here?
Well, like I repeated from Peach, we are actually here looking for something. Here is a crudely drawn picture of it. Have you seen it?
There are many such things here.
Feel free to show us every one of them.
I don't do your bidding.
Well, it's not a bidding. We're buddies. I mean, we both have.
I'm
you know,
sorry,
like,
buddies.
matching. Yeah, that's why I have this. And I pull out 2 bronze coins, 1 for each.
Are you trying to bribe these dragons?
I am not. Children like shiny things. Dragons like shiny things. I assume they like shiny.
They might. Like, they kind of look at each other and then look at you and look at each other. And then one starts laughing.
What does it sound like to us non-Draconic speaking folk?
Imagine if a cat chased a frog and ate it, but then coughed up the frog. Or Michigan J Frog, if you remember that. Like, it sounds like Muttley, but worse.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, to someone who doesn't understand Draconic, it's a weird, terrible sound.
I say, what's going on over there? What's happening?
Are you yelling?
It's okay, they're just laughing at me.
Okay.
You give us baubles? Is that what you're doing? You're giving us baubles?
Yes.
And what are we to do with those?
Play with it. Eat it. Store it. Whatever you'd like to do with it.
Eat? You realize we're dragons. We don't need your coin.
Oh, the dragon I know needs my coin, so.
And they kind of look over and notice the rest of you finally. Can your companions not speak?
They can. They just can't speak dragon.
Well, we suggest you go back where you came from.
You know what? We should definitely do that. The problem is we got a little bit lost while looking for the bathroom. And so we came from where this item is in the picture. If you wouldn't mind showing us where that was, we'll make sure to go right back to it.
And
Nice.
they're rolling an absolute deception check on you with advantage because they're dragons and you're speaking Draconic. Oh my god, it is not your day for dragons. One of them got a 23.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I told you, dragons don't like me.
What are they saying? Can they understand me if I speak, or is it like is it like a one-way thing?
Oh,
Can you ask them if they can understand me?
sure, yeah. Hey, you two, do you understand? Sorry, Peach.
Oh, that we don't know what they're saying. We don't know that she speaks in a tongue we don't understand.
So, Peach, that's a no.
Okay, I'm gonna try and charade this out. Okay, so I kind of step up and we are looking. Well, you already told them this, right? They know what we're looking for.
They know what we're looking for.
Can I look around and see what's the next? Is there like another room past the circular room? Are there other?
I think just
There are
doors.
Well, in the circular area, there's like a raised. It looks almost like if somebody tried to like raise a stone pillar, not as an altar, but like if it was just up high, like you would have to be able to fly to get up there. So it's up a few feet off the ground. To the left, there is a wide open area, almost like if you're at a sports game and the home team was on that side. And to the right is a similar structure, but that'd be like the smaller visitor team bench. And then to the far right, near the raised pillar, is a set of stone doors.
And I take my hand and kind of mime a little person trying to climb up the big dais type situation that you need to fly to get up to. Can I go up there and look? Like, can I run and get up?
And they just kind of look at you and then look back to Devere. Does she want to get on the pillar?
She does indeed, yes.
Oh, that might be a bad idea.
You know, I agree. I don't know if she's going to make it up there, but it'll be funny to watch. You should let her try.
You want your friend to be hurt?
I don't want her to be hurt, but also it might be funny.
All right. They just kind of look at you and look at Peach, look at you, not understanding this want of seeing your friend fail. They go, she may try once.
So Peach, you got once. You got one try.
Nice. Thank you for advocating for me.
Very kind of you.
You're so welcome. I told them you could do it.
That is a natural 2.
Oh no.
No.
But I have a +5 to acrobatics. If that helps. The goal here is to try and see if I can find the ledger or get a good vantage point to see the ledger if it's around.
Unfortunately for you, you make a valiant effort, jump up, almost reach the edge, and then just slide back down almost like a cartoon.
Like in Mulan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like the noise when you slide your face across glass? Like,
Not quite that bad. Your face isn't scraped up, but you're gonna feel that like the palms of your hands don't feel great right now.
right.
And you land. You're not injured. I'm not gonna injure you all just for a fail roll. But it was embarrassing and not a great moment in Peach's history.
It's fine. I go over to the dragons and see, funny. Told you.
Hey, real quick, Devere, thank you. I appreciate you liaising for me and supporting me as a friend.
As a friend, I was there for you the whole time. I'm telling the dragons right now that you did a gallant effort, an attempt at that feat.
I can tell, and it is appreciated.
You're so welcome. I'm there for you.
Well, I don't see anyone else doing. How are we? What else are we doing? We got to find this ledger. What, are we just going to stand and talk to these dragons all day?
I mean, we stood and talked to the doggos, and it seems like everyone else just wants us to leave them alone and find it ourselves. We just want to just go and find a different way.
Well, I'm telling the little dragons, like, we lost our way from where we came, which is where this picture on this paper is. Would you mind pointing us in the direction of it so we can make sure to get out of your hair? I'm sure you probably have better things to do.
No, not really. And as the dragonlings say that, you notice a few more are coming out from behind that raised pillar, and they all look hungry.
Damn it, where's that granola bar?
Some crumbs in my back. I take and I kind of like throw a crumb to as many as I can see.
Like the birds?
I don't think that's gonna be good.
The birds.
Yeah, come on, man.
Show that, like, in future, they will prepare a full meal if you accept the crumbs. Do you accept the crumbs?
Sorry, my internet pooped out for a second.
Oh no.
I'm back though. I'm back.
Yes.
Okay, good. Last I heard, I was singing Mary Poppins to the dragons.
Yeah, that's not gonna go well. They're not only like wondering why you're throwing like weird breadcrumbs at them, they're kind of insulted that you didn't bring them like protein.
Yeah, we didn't bring anything from lunch, did we?
I tried to bring wine. It just didn't go well.
Fair.
I'm just trying to problem solve, y'all. I'm gonna kind of like put my hand on my quarterstaff and be ready here, but
I don't think that's the right move. Look, I'm trying to explain to the dragons that this really is just a ritual in Peach's culture, that you present first the crumbs and an offering of future like supper time. So like, honestly, we've had lunch. We're going to take you guys out to dinner. If you could just help us find our way back to this right here.
Funny you should mention dinner.
Like I said, it was just lunch. Dinner's in a few hours.
Oh no, dinner's right now. And before you can ask what the dragonling meant, you see a shadow come out from that opening behind the pillar. And Devere, it's the dragon you owe money. It is a giant moonstone dragon.
Oh wow.
It's the dragon that you owe money.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? Really, though? Hey, man. So I gave your little buddies two of the bronze coins that I meant to give you. I'm sorry. I thought that they worked for you. I'm still working on the rest of that payment.
And you see the dragon just kind of sizing you up. And it's just staring at all of you. Are you here to offer your friends up as payment this time?
No.
I can't do a draconic voice.
No, I mean, beyond Tilly, I don't think most of them are into that.
If a dragon could look puzzled. The dragon looks puzzled.
No, so what's happening is we are actually looking for said item on this beautiful doodle on a scroll. When I get that, I will have everything I owe you plus interest. And honestly, if you want, we could set up a deal and you could go grab the creature that is my ex and you can have her back. Honestly, it's fine if we want to just like do that and leave my friends out of it.
Why would I want her?
You wanted her the first time.
That was then, this is now, the economy is different. And she wasn't even loyal enough to stay with you after you bargained with me. Why would I want
inflation?
Yes, draconic inflation.
Oh my gosh, we're screaming.
That was many years ago.
How did you hear that she's not with me anymore?
I have my sources.
I mean, I know I haven't told you while I was paying you over the past few years.
You think I'd expect you to tell me the truth?
Well, yeah. I still pay you, don't I? I'm quite honest. I mean, maybe not to people whose like purses I see, but is it dishonesty to take it to pay you? Probably not.
It's still stealing.
It's a gray area. It's for you.
So all the money you've given me has been stolen.
I don't want to say stolen so much as I owe other people because I'm paying you and they just don't know I owe them.
Stealing.
It's like a basement to a dungeon.
Whatever she's saying, I think it's working.
Oh, it's absolutely not working.
Okay.
Are any of you doing anything while this exchange is happening?
I am trying to look around and see if there's another exit. Probably not, right?
There are, but there's currently an adult moonstone dragon blocking most of your exits.
Got it. Okay, so can I give a stealthy sign to the other two to come in? We might need backup or something.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is an adult moonstone dragon, and the cave, the chamber is not so big that it didn't know you all were there.
Oh, so he saw all of us.
Yeah, so the dragon just says to Devere, your friends there, they look a little concerned. Are you going to introduce me?
That's my bad. Yeah. So these are my friends. They're not tasty. I'm going to tell you right now. I
think I might be a taste. No, you go ahead. Go.
Sorry, Petra, what did you want me to tell the dragon?
I could tell him that, look, I just don't want you to say that I'm not tasty. I feel like with all the peach marination over the years that I might taste pretty, not that I want him to eat me, I just don't want to have a reputation.
Peach, I don't think you want me to tell you that you taste like peaches.
Just saying.
Yeah, so hi, dragon. Peach is just saying, do you like peach schnapps? Because she has endless supply, weirdly enough. And if you would be willing to exchange and take that, we'll be on our way.
Why would I want your drink?
Well, other people really like the drink.
I'm
Apparently.
a dragon.
What if we made it a spicy peach situation? Would you like it more then?
No. What I would like is money from you.
Yeah, here, take what I got. Grabs out a bag, huge thing of change, just big old pile.
A giant coin purse.
Giant coin purse.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, could you give me like your money? I think this is going to be better for us if we just all like empty our pockets.
I'm trying to say hey, if you tell him that if we finish this mission, you can pay him back, that might.
Oh, I did. Doesn't seem to be going along with it. Yeah.
I don't have that much on me.
It's fair.
I have to go to the bank and take some money out. So let's all go together.
So all the money, I've actually been carrying it. So here you go, the massive pile. They apparently have very empty pockets because they had large withdrawals that they also owed to probably other dragons and other creatures. Mm-hmm. Seems to be the way of this world.
The dragon reaches out a clawed foot and kind of digs through the bag of change or coinage. Not bad, but you owe me basically your life.
you have reminded me year after year, yes. But like I mentioned, if you or your little dragon buddies show us where this is located, I'm basically going to be paid my life's worth of coin. So you'll have it. They're helping me. I couldn't do it without. Tilly is so incredibly smart. It's just like the amount of pep in her step. Like it's a team effort. We're not going to get this without all of us. Like we're a group. And if eat, or if any of the other dragons around here eat any of us, I don't think this will be accomplished, and you will not get all that money that I owe you.
The dragon looks like it's contemplating this. It's like, how much coin do you think you owe me?
Like 1,000 gold. I'm pretty sure we got down to that. Exactly. After the massive thing I just handed off.
Oh, that's a pittance.
No, I know, but like it was the change of the 1,000. Like it was 1,000 plus change that I owed you, and I gave you the change.
Math's not your strong suit, is it?
You know, I'm not smart.
I didn't say you weren't smart. You did bargain with the dragon, after all.
I am
Was that a read?
And the Moonstone Dragon is actually like looking around at the rest of you, like, can none of them speak?
Yeah, they don't speak dragon. I know you've been working on your common. Has that gotten any better?
Better than your Draconic. Your accent's atrocious.
Yeah. I don't practice enough. I tend to not hang out with as many amazing dragons as I should.
I can speak common. And suddenly the dragon faces all of you, and you can understand it because it has decided to speak in the common tongue.
Oh,
hello.
That's nice. Hi there,
dragon. How may we address you?
You can call me Moon.
I see you know our friend Veer here. I know that she owes you a lot of money. I saw her pointing to the picture. We're looking for this ledger. If we can get that, she can pay off her debt. So we're just trying to get that and get out with as least resistance as possible. If you want to help us, that'd be great. If not, we can just be on our way and try and find it ourselves. The dog creatures in the front said that we're good to go. Hopefully you guys can find it in your heart to do the same thing.
Oh no, this one owes me so much coin.
Like I said, no, I mean, see, they just collaborated. They didn't hear that they don't speak dragon, and they know I will pay you. Hi everyone.
Yeah. More than willing.
Good for it.
I mean, they've been traveling with me for years, seeing me work hard at getting that coin for you. I am dedicated to this one task and this one task only.
Yep.
So, this is out of character. I do have this spell called Suggestion, but I've never used it before. And I just...
Out of character? I would say that's...
Hold on.
A long shot. Sorry, go ahead.
Hold on. No backseat DMing.
My bad.
For the edification of the chat, what does Suggestion do?
So it says, you suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. Suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab itself, throw itself, etc. would not work.
Unfortunately, an adult Moonstone Dragon is resistant to being charmed. I will put the stats in the chat for you all to see that. Yes. So, yes. And it does speak common, it was just being ornery. It also speaks Elvish and Sylvan and Gnomish.
It speaks Sylvan.
Cultured.
So, can we go?
And it just kind of looks around at all of you and looks at Devere. No, I think you're guilty by association.
Hey,
and I think that means you all should roll initiative.
Oh, crap. Not the first creature we're fighting is a dragon.
Natural 20.
I got a 20 total.
Nice. So that was a nat 20 or a dirty 20?
For me, it was nat.
I mean, it's dirty.
So Peaches, Imani. I'm just writing down our initiative order.
I got 11.
I don't even know where initiative is.
On your character, do you want me to roll it for you, or do you want to roll it?
Yes, please.
Okay. On
I
your
got
character,
9.
next to your armor class, that number, and you have a +4. So Alaris's initiative is a 13. While I'm writing down initiative, Peaches, you are up first.
Is it making a move against us? Is it clear that combat is the only way out of this situation?
Well, I still need to roll for the dragon, but you get to go first because it's a nat 20. But right now, the dragon is determined to take maybe a bite or two out of some of you.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and come in with my quarterstaff.
Oh, Devere, you need to do initiative. You did an intelligence check.
Oh.
And Alaris.
Oh, got it.
Yep, so if you click that number to the right of all of your
Hey,
proficiencies.
11 also, so same thing.
Okay, who has the higher dex?
I have 20.
You will probably go first then. Let me look at everyone's rolls, because so Alaris has a 12. Sorry, 13. Okay, so Peaches, what are you doing?
I'm going to go in with my quarterstaff. And I say this knowing that it doesn't really make a difference, but the intention is the point that this is not... Peach isn't out for blood, but she's doing what she has to do. So she's going to go in with a non-lethal quarterstaff hit on the dragon.
Okay, luckily for you all, the dragon gets to go dead last.
Hell yeah.
Good for us.
Come on, Flatfoot.
Alright, so are you attacking the dragon?
Yes, I am.
Alright,
And-
what did you hit?
Just before I roll, I don't think I have to... I can declare a stunning strike after the fact, right? Or do I have to do it before?
I have never played a monk, so let me double check.
Okay. It is my understanding that I can say it after, and then they have to roll the con save, but...
Is that a feat or just a trait?
It's a class.
It's a class ability.
Ability.
Okay.
It's a class ability. Don't you have to be unarmed for that, or no?
It's when you hit with a melee weapon attack, I can use a key point. So when I hit, I guess I would suggest it's after.
Yeah, so yeah, you have to hit first and then say use that to do. Okay, got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you manage to hit the dragon, then yes, you can do that.
All right, this is a plus 11. Just to keep honest, I'll do it in the chat. Oh boy. Is that
Hell
nat
yeah.
20? Nat 20
Wow, let's
for a
go.
31 to hit.
Damn.
Screw this dragon.
Well, you definitely hit the dragon, so what you doing?
So that's 2d8 plus 7 of damage, bludgeoning, I think. But I'm going to also spend a key point, and the dragon must succeed on a DC 17 con save in order not to be stunned for its next turn.
Okay. Pulling out the tungsten dice.
Wow.
Sorry,
The
that
girth.
was a nat 20. That was
Hey.
a die hitting this thing.
Nat
yes,
20s are in the air. I get it.
Tungsten dice have, for once, not failed me.
So in the meantime, that is 7 plus 1 plus 7. So for 15 points of bludgeoning damage otherwise. And then I get another attack because I'm a monk. I get 2 attacks per action. That's a natural 17 to hit plus 11, so 28.
Okay, that does hit.
Okay, I'll go ahead and give another stunning strike a shot here.
Okay.
So that would be another key point for 2 spent this turn. I will, in the meantime, roll damage.
Okay, what is the save?
17.
Just made it. Like, literally just made it.
Okay.
But you
so
still
that,
put a hurt on the dragon.
that is 12 additional points of damage. And then I will
Okay.
follow it up with a final unarmed strike.
Okay.
And that will be, I'll roll this in the chat, 14 to hit.
14 does not hit the dragon, so that one misses.
Okay. And I believe that is my turn.
All right, Imani, you are up next.
Okay. So I see Peach go up to the dragon. Are the smaller dragons attacking us or no?
No, they're just kind of watching out of curiosity.
Okay. Is it possible to flank the dragon?
You can, but the size of the room is... You can flank it, but it'll be interesting to see what you do with that. So tell me, how do you flank this dragon?
Can I do an acrobatics to like hop off of a pillar to get like behind it?
Okay, give me an acrobatics.
Oh, a 10. Not good.
You trip over one of the small baby dragons. That did not work out for you.
Okay.
Like, you're not hurt, but you just didn't do the cool thing you wanted to do.
Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. I get up, brush myself off. Am I still within striking range of the dragon?
You should be, yeah.
Okay, so then I'll just act like I did that on purpose. Totally cool, totally awesome, whatever. And I will do unarmed strike.
Okay. I do not see... Oh, there's your unarmed strike.
Oh shoot,
Yeah.
Okay, there it was. 16?
Yeah, unfortunately that does not hit the dragon.
I am a monk. Do I get another attack?
I believe so, yes, because you all are the same levels. You should be able to take the same actions that Peaches did, because you're both monks.
Okay, so then I'll attempt to do another unarmed strike.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't hit the dragon.
Okay.
Now you all have just annoyed this dragon.
Yep. I think that's it for me, right?
Yep, that is it for you. Wow, I can't read my own handwriting. Alaris, you're next.
All right, I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers to level 6.
All right, so what do I need to do for that?
So for that one, you need to do a Wisdom saving throw against a 17.
Is that a charm?
Oh. How do I tell?
Let me look at your character sheet really quick.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It is A-okay. And that's a spell, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's an instantaneous wisdom saving throw on a failed save. So basically, if I fail it, I take psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
What level are you casting it at?
Level 6.
Okay, so let me move that up for you. So it's still a 17 saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a charm effect because the dragon's immune to being charmed. So
okay, would it say on the card if it is a charm effect, or how would I tell?
I think it says so there, but this is psychic damage if you hit with it. Okay, so I need to get over a 17. Ooh, the dragon failed.
Ooh. Okay.
So
then...
you did that at 6th level.
Mm-hmm.
So if you scroll all the way down to your spells, and under Dissonant Whispers, if you click the 8d6 icon, it will roll it for you.
Perfect. 31.
Oh,
nice.
Wow.
The dragon is not
ASMR.
having a good day, but it's hurting, but it's not out for the count. And since you did a spell, that is all you can do this round.
So I have a bonus action to give someone Bardic Inspiration. Does that?
Okay.
Can I still do that?
Yes, as a bonus action, you may.
Okay. Could I give one to Devere, please?
Sure. So Devere, on your character sheet to the left of your HP, there is a spot for inspiration. Click that and you'll get an icon.
Cool. Got it.
All right.
I appreciate the inspiration.
And
Yes,
actually,
we got this, team. And that ends my turn.
And actually, Devere, it is now your turn.
Beautiful. All right. Well, I'm going to be using... Am I far enough away to use the longbow? Like, how far is this dragon currently? Seems like it's taking up the whole area.
Your longbow is going to have enough range.
Okay.
So, are you just taking shots at it?
Yes, indeed.
You have to get a 19 or more.
24.
That does hit the dragon.
Nice.
Also, Tilly, if you could drop me a note in our chat of what your initiative was.
And then I got damage of 9.
Okay, so you did 9 points of damage. I'm just writing this down because hey, pen and paper. You get at least 2 attacks. Are you doing another bow attack?
Yep.
All right. Second attack.
All right. We're at a 23 again, so hit.
Yep. Anything over 19 is going to hit this dragon.
Lovely. And that'll take 10 damage.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, the damage. The dragon's feeling a way about this right now, but luckily Tilly gets to go next before the dragon.
I get one more shot though, right?
Do you get 3?
I get 3, I'm pretty sure. Longbow plus 3?
No, that's how much damage you do.
JK. So maybe I only get the 2.
Let me look at your character sheet while... Tilly, do you know what you want to do?
Okay. So Tilly is gonna say, "Hi, my name is Tilly, and I just want to say hi, and I've never met a dragon before, and I think your skills are just so beautiful, and I'm a parry outside, and maybe we can all just be friends." And as I say it, I'm gonna spin, and I'm gonna cast mirror image, and 3 duplicates are gonna run in just opposite directions.
Cute.
Okay, and what are these 3 duplicates doing?
So I'm gonna just try to hide, but like in 3 different people. I'm just trying to distract so I don't get hit.
Okay, is there any other effect, or you just literally do mirror image?
I'm just doing mirror image.
Okay, are you doing any bonus or anything else?
No, because then it would take away from which one was me, right?
I believe so, yes.
They could all 3 just start dancing, to try to dance with the other little dragons here.
Okay.
Why can't we be friends?
So, if that's all you're doing, the adult Moonstone Dragon is going to get in a thing. So, the Moonstone Dragon is not amused and is annoyed that it has been hurt, and it can cast... Oh, this is fun. I'm going to use a legendary action and cast 2 spells. I'm going to use Moonlight Breath. All of you need to make a DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
I'm sorry, you said a dexterity saving throw?
Correct. And you have to meet or beat an 18. You get out of your character sheet so you can
Oh,
roll.
I got a 13. Yeah, I failed.
Okay.
Sorry. Is the saving throw the same thing as a check?
No.
Okay.
So on the very far left, there'll be saving throws, like in a small box by themselves.
Okay, I got a 20.
Okay, so you made it.
I'm assuming I can't use my expeditious retreat right now. That's only on my turn. Yeah.
Nope.
What about my shield?
No, you would have had to call that before the dragon attacks.
Damn it. Okay.
Okay, so for those of you that made the save, you take 49 radiant damage. And for those of you that failed the save, I'm sorry, if you failed the save, you take 49. If you made the save, take 24 radiant damage.
49, you said damage?
If you failed the saving throw, yes.
Oof. What kind of attack was this? Was it fire by chance?
No, the dragon inhales a beam of moonlight in a 90-foot line that is 10 feet wide. Each creature in the area must make a DC 18 dex saving throw, taking 49, which is 9d10, radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. So basically, you still are hurt whether or not you save.
Cool.
And because it does use a legendary action of casting a spell twice in one round, it is going to use Dream Breath on you. It is also a saving throw of 18 or more, Constitution, instead of Dexterity. So
And
if you
this
got...
is-
Yeah, so did anyone
Everyone?
get under an 18?
I
For
did.
Constitution,
I got 15.
I did.
Okay, so for those of you that failed, you are unconscious.
Good
any-
night.
Did anyone make the saving throw?
Hold on, I just saw that I have evasion. So if I fail, I take half? No.
So when do you have to use evade though?
So it says it's a feature or trait. It says when you're subject to an effect allowing you to make a saving throw, a dex saving throw, you take half damage. Instead, you would take no damage if you succeed on a saving throw, and only half damage if you fail.
Well, there's no damage on this. You're either unconscious or you're not.
Oh, for the previous one, the first initial attack.
Oh, well, for that one, if you made the save, you only take half.
Mm-hmm.
If you fail the save, you take the full 49.
Well, with evasion, it says if I failed, I take half of that, half of the normal damage.
So then you only took 12.
Okay. I'll go back and change that then.
Okay. So who's still awake? Anybody? Everyone's unconscious? Oh no.
Hold on, wait, I didn't make that second save yet. Hold on. Let's see. Let me go back to my normal. And then... Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry.
You may be the only one standing,
I'm trying so hard to find out. So I take initially from the first attack was 12. You said, right?
Yeah, we can worry about that later. Let's just see if you made this save.
Okay, so I need to make a what save?
This was Dream Breath, so it's a con save.
Con save. Oh, well.
Well,
I got a 13.
You are all unconscious.
Awesome.
And that is actually where we're going to stop for tonight, but we will be back in a week. So will the dragon eat them while they're all unconscious? Who knows? Come back next Tuesday and you'll find out.
Knowing my luck, probably.
You owe the dragon too much money. They're not gonna eat you yet. Maybe. I don't know. But I believe we had a drawing to do, and then we'll tell everyone where we can be found until we come back next week.
Perfect. Ariana, can you let me know who won?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna roll right now. Here we go.
We are drawing.
Ariana is rolling in chat.
So the first one is Awkwardish Panda.
Panda, you won. Are you here? Speak up. And I just saw Panda talk in chat like 2 seconds ago. You won. Congratulations.
Beautiful.
And I can actually give you
sweatshirt. So I
Panda.
should have said, but WIGI sweatshirt.
Yes,
Perfect.
I will.
Got the WIGI sweatshirt.
Yes.
And then this is for do the dad hats first.
Sure.
Baseball caps. All right, here we go. Slushy McGee.
Who was that?
Slushy McGee.
Slushy, speak up in chat.
And
Oh
then,
wow, my stream is so delayed. I just saw it in chat.
Oh. And then for a second dad hat, MamaTamago.
Yay!
Yay!
Wait, I don't.
We were allowed to
I
do
didn't know
that?
I entered.
Yeah.
I think.
I was like, can we
I
do that?
also did the same thing just to test it out. So
I think I was just giving instructions. I mean, I'll take it, of course, but I didn't mean to.
I didn't even enter. I didn't even think about trying to enter. My brain.
I know, I was like, you can't do that, right?
Oh, no, I was like, let me not mess up this game. I didn't even think about entering. But yeah, we're leaving you on a cliffhanger. I've learned from the best, aka all my friends in the industry. Eugenio loves to do this to us every week when he DMs rivals, and B Dave just likes doing it because he's evil. But we're gonna go in reverse order. Tell everyone where we can find you. And is there anything else?
We got 2 more hats.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were
No,
done.
You're all good. We got the Queen of Spade is gonna get a beanie.
I jumped ahead. Sorry.
No, you're all good. We got lots of fun stuff. And then last one is Sweet Potato AC. Also gets a beanie. But yay! Thank you guys so much for participating.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay,
All
now
right.
we're done.
Okay. So we're gonna actually go in the reverse order of how we started. So, Joanie, who are you? Where can we find you? What do you do on the internets until we're back next week?
So I am Joanie Kraut. You can find me at getwiggy.com. We are Women in Games International, and we're excited to have as many programs as possible this year. You can also find me on Twitter. It's Joanie.Kraut. I'm not super creative like everybody else on the stream, so it's just my name on most social media platforms. So check me out.
Lilly.
So I am partnered this month with LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, I'm posting about transgender inclusivity there. You can follow me on Instagram at Lilly_Contino. And yeah, excited to see everyone next week.
Awesome. Danielle.
So I'm Danielle Reynolds. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Token Gamer, and that's GAYMER. And beyond that, I'll be, designing games, playtesting things, having fun, and doing my podcast.
Awesome. MamaTamago.
Yeah, you can find me on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/MamaTamago. The next time I'll be streaming will be this Friday, where I'll be playing a co-op game called Court Keeper with a bunch of my friends.
Sweet.
And Aphasia, what are you up to?
Hi, yes, my name is Aphasia Speaks, twitch.tv/Aphasia Speaks. I run the Speakeasy here on twitch.tv. I will be streaming, I believe, tomorrow afternoon with the one and only Blizzbear to promote Team Overture's annual Pride Apex tournament. That's going to be on the 25th. I got to get my dates right. 25th of this month, I will be hosting with Blizzbear. It is a all-queer POC ran tournament with, 90 plus queer people on Twitch playing Apex Legends, because we play first person shooters as well, not just cis straight white dudes on Twitch. And that's on what? Period. Who knows?
Awesome.
Look,
I need to get back in on my Apex. I suck at it, but I'm good.
Let me know.
playing
We
it.
can get some games in, okay? I'm just saying.
It's like, if you want another newbie to destroy, let me know.
I mean, if you guys ever want to play, let me know. I play all the time. I'm playing a lot of Valorant lately as well. So, I'm getting into that. So, whatever.
Cool. And then I'm Tanya Cypher Tier. I'll be streaming on my channel. I'm actually shelf front page intermittent thing for Pride on Twitch starting 16th. I do crafting. I do a lot of other stuff. I'll be doing some Assassin's Creed because it's the 15th anniversary of Assassin's Creed as of today. So I'll be doing a bunch of that. And if you like more D&D, but with a bit of horror, a little more serious, Thursday nights, 4 p.m. Pacific, over on the twitch.tv/D&D channel. I am part of the cast of Black Dice Society. And if you like more fun-loving, all POC cast, 13 seasons, come over to Rivals Waterdeep on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Central. And yeah, find me on the Twitters at Cypher of Tears, CYPHEROFTYR. I think we're going to go raid that bronze girl who is doing Shakar, which is the show that she does on her channel. And it's awesome D&D, so we're going to keep that theme rolling. See you over there.